right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Creekbox TV. Me and Tim Carroll back, getting ready for some more Region 2A baseball. Tim, before we get started, we'd like to open a word of prayer, brother. You mind leading us in that?
Be glad to. Father in heaven, we thank you for this day, God. Just a beautiful day. We thank you for another day of life, God. We thank you for all that you bless us with and just forgiving us when we fall short. Father, tonight as this game goes on, we pray for good sportsmanship from everyone involved. We pray, God, that your hand will be upon all the players, coaches, fans. Build a hedge of protection around them, God, and give them travelers mercy as they travel home. Again, Father, we thank you for everything you do, God, in our life. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. We appreciate that, Tim, man. Glad to have you back. It's a long ride to Turner and a long game when you're by yourself, brother.
That's right. I've been pressed into action. I'm being Cliff Clavin, the postman.
Hey, man, before we get started, I want to remind you to watch the Creekbox lineup on Sunday mornings. You can catch Brother Austin DeLoach at 9:30 a.m. and Brother David Johnson immediately after on Creekbox regular programming. Then watch the Trinity Baptist Church Sunday morning service live at 11 a.m. If you know of any church or minister that would like to be a part of Creekbox Sunday morning, if you'll contact me, Tim, or Mr. Barry, and we can hook you up with that. We got our want to remind you that Creekbox will be starting our nightly news very soon. We need people to send us video clips of anything you think might be newsworthy. Just video it on your cell phone. If you have any announcements you want us to make, let us know, and we'll be glad to do that. Just call us at 912-550-5039, Tim.
All right, we'll go ahead and go to the starting lineup. Echols County is going to be in the field first. Defensively, they're going to have McLeod behind. We don't have any first names, folks. We apologize. McLeod's going to be catching. Pitcher's going to be Cox. First base is going to be Roberts. Second base is going to be Morey. Shortstop Jones. Left field Tucker. Center field George. And right field Carter. Clinch County is going to be batting first, visiting team. They come in with a 14-3 record. Fresh off a tough 8-7 win at Turner County Tuesday night, but we're still atop the region standings. We're going to have a familiar face leading off, number 8, Warren Stovall. He'll be playing first base tonight. Jalen Griffiths is back after being sick most of last week. He's going to be number 7. He's going to be batting second, playing shortstop. Kyle Hendricks is going to be behind the plate, number 3, catching. Duncan Lutz is going to bat fourth, number 5. He's going to DH. He's going to be DHing for Josh Griffiths, who's going to be on the mound tonight. Brent Kaysen will bat next, number 17, and play second. Josh Piegler, number 11, will play third. Langston Hendricks, number 22, will play right field. Darius Dorsey's back after nursing a knee injury for a week or two. He's going to be in center field. He's number 2. And Thomas Langford is going to be playing left field, and he's number 1. Thomas is coming back, too, from a slight hamstring pull, so it's be interesting to see how they respond coming back off of injuries. Clinch has been on fire here lately. They've been playing real well in every aspect of the game. I mean, getting solid pitching, good defense, and timely hitting.
Man, we had Lee. We got sport. I want to remind everybody, Sports Talk will come on tonight following the game at 8 o'clock, and we got a couple of the kids on there. Langford's one of them, and Brent's Kaysen. They did a great job coming out, and we talked about some Panther baseball. And like you say, Lee's just, man, at the halfway point, we talked about what he thought we were doing. He thought we, did a great job. And like he said, coming into the second half, it's harder to get that second win.
Right.
But he said we're getting healthy. We're finally getting healthy. Langford, he said he wasn't going to play today, but Langford was gouging him wanting to play, so we got a doubleheader Saturday that will be on Creekbox, Tim. So
he may give him a couple innings just see how he is. He's batting him down in the lineup where he doesn't have so much pressure on him to get on and steal, but I know if he gets on base, you're going to have a leash on him for him not to steal.
And, Tim, that big kid right there,
yeah.
I went and walked up there a while ago, and he's about –
the principal?
I'm telling you, he's about 6'5", 6'6", just about like Duncan, just a lot thicker.
He got to have some relatives, some barbers over in Maine, as big as they are.
I'm telling you.
But Clinch is this team has been set up for 2-3 years, all playing together, and they're just all that experience and all the games they've played against big competition, just state champions and all, is really paying off. Stovall leads off, takes first pitch for a ball from curveball, just a little inside. He takes his 2-0 from the pitcher, Cox, number 4. So Stovall ahead 2-0. Stovall, since he's been moved to the leadoff spot, has done a great job.
Well, Tim, y'all have come over here. There's
Fly ball hit the left center.
deep, but they're going to get up under it.
Center fielder's going to make the catch. So Stovall opens up the game with a fly out to center field. 1 down for the Panthers.
And, man, typically they play us tough when we come over here. Echols they have grit. They'll come over here, and it's one of these trap games. You know, you got everything going good.
That's right. When Little Bill Hendricks pitched several years ago, he was as good a pitcher as we've had in a long time. Reminds you of Stovall a lot. Echols County beat him like a rented mule.
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
First pitch for Jalen Griffiths. Swings, pitch a little high, fouls it back.
Man, Jalen come in the other night and pitched good. Tim, to close out a big win over there at Turner. Panthers won 8-7.
Well, he needed a few innings. Last week he was sick and missed his normal start, so that was good for him. Get his rhythm back. So Jalen fouls off the first 2 pitches. He's in the hole 0-2. To Cox, the right-handed pitcher from Echols. Ground ball a little low, and Jalen checks his swing. Good pitcher's pitch, but Jalen was able to hold up.
Well, Tim, did you stop at McDonald's on the way to the game?
No, I hit Jerry J's on the way out of town.
Yeah.
Had to have something.
Oh, good
Line
shot.
drive hit. Looks like it's going to be a base hit to left field. Jalen Griffiths on a 1-2 pitch laces a single between short and third for a single, for a solid base hit. So Panthers are in business with a runner on first with 1 out.
Man, you don't know how good it feels to have somebody. It's hard to keep stats and talk at the same
I did that
time.
Access County with my teeth chattering. It was so cold over there. All right, now batting is going to be number 3, Kyle Hendricks, and he's catching today. Kyle hits one toward the right field up in the air. Right fielder is back underneath it and makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
How big is this field, Tim? Is it about the same size as ours?
I don't. You know, it's so deceptive because it's just a plain chain link fence and the woods behind it. I really am not sure how deep it is. I think it's similar to ours. Although I've seen some balls hit the center field. Seems like they go out there and they're just in a canyon. They don't ever get out
I'm
to the
telling
fence.
you, I've never seen a home run hit over here, Tim.
I've seen a couple hit the left field, but I've had somebody come close at center field. All right, he's going to break for second.
Oh, he slid up under it.
So Griffiths is able to move up to second on the stolen base.
Close play.
It sure was. Ball 1. I do remember we're sitting out here in right field, and Callan Wyndham, if I remember right, hit one out here about where we are, a little deeper. Of course, that senior year, Callan hit a bunch of them.
Yeah.
In the dirt. Jalen going to move up. No, Jalen's having to hold up. Good block by the catcher for Echols County, and that's McLeod. Another one of the McLeods. There's been several McLeods play down here. They all been good, too.
Oh, that's a hard
hit
shot.
Ground ball, shortstop up, makes the throw. So Duncan Lutz is recorded on the shortstop at first base for the third out of the inning. Clinch does get a base runner, but strands him. So after a half inning, we've got no score. We're back in 60 seconds.
Homerville Feed and Seed can provide nearly all of your farming-related needs, including seed, corn, bulk fertilizer, herbicides, insecticides, and a large variety of other farm products. Evalie and Nick want to remind you that you do not have to shop out of town to find the lowest prices. Our prices are as low or lower than any of those out-of-town companies. Come by and let the friendly staff at Homerville Feed and Seed help you select the farm products you need at the lowest prices around.
Thank you for tuning in to Creek Box tonight to watch the Clinch County Panthers play. You know, a lot of times we get caught up in wins and losses, but at the end of the day, it's all just a game. The only thing that matters in life is, do you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? The Bible says that whosoever calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
LUTZ, Brown, PEAGLER, and MANLEY Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. LUTZ, Brown, PEAGLER, and MANLEY Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers!
All right, folks, welcome back. We are getting ready for the bottom of the first. Clinch County could not score in the first, squandered a chance to run on second base. Clinch defensively is going to come out, and they're going to have Josh Griffiths pitching on the mound. Catching is going to be Kyle Hendricks. First base is going to be Warren Stovall. Second base, Prince Kaysen. Shortstop is going to be Jalen Griffiths. Third base, Josh Piegler. Left field, Tom Langford. Center field, Darius Dorsey. And right field, Langston Hendricks. Give you the lineup again for Echols County. They're going to be leading off with number 30, catcher McLeod. Tucker, the left fielder, number 15, batting second. Roberts, the big first baseman, 13, batting third. 4, the pitcher, Cox, batting fourth. Morey, second baseman, number 6, batting second. Number 16, Jones, the shortstop, 7th. Carter, right fielder. Speldrick, the first baseman or third baseman, and then George, the center fielder. Josh Griffiths on the mound opens up with a pitch that's, I believe it was a ball. Looked like it was low. Fly ball hit towards center field. McLeod hits it towards center. Darius Dorsey camps underneath it. Makes the catch for the first out. What's that, Alan?
It's a beautiful day to be playing baseball, brother.
It is. The wind is laid from yesterday, and it's a good day. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. So with one out, number 15, Tucker, left fielder, is going to bat.
That got away from him.
Yeah. First inning, sometimes you'll see the opposing pitcher have trouble getting adjusted to the mound, and then that's not uncommon. Plus, there's a lot of nerves in that first inning, a lot of adrenaline flowing, a lot of
it's
butterflies.
a lot different than football, ain't it, Tim?
Ground ball hit toward third. Piegler up, makes the throw to first.
Good job.
Stovall's able to corral it for the second out of the inning. Yeah, we used to have a saying about football, just survive the first 5 minutes because it's raw emotion. Just kind of calm down, and then the game will kind of get in itself, but just don't let anything get you too riled up. All right, the big first baseman now, 13, Roberts, is batting with 2 outs.
He's a big kid, Tim.
He is. They'd have the food bill to feed him at the house.
Oh, don't you know? He goes through 3 gallons a day,
I guarantee
probably.
you. They put the clothes sign up when he goes to Shoney's and places like that because he'll put a dent in that food bar, imagine. He's a big old strong-looking kid. Well, how about that? That curveball went over his back shoulder and hit the bat, Alan. For a strike. That evens the count at 1-1. We'll take it. Josh sure taking that. He wasn't expecting that to be called a strike. 1-1. Just underway here in Statenville, Georgia. Bottom of the first of this Region 2 matchup.
Ooh, boy, he's got a swing
Takes
now.
a big cut and comes up empty. Like Alan said, it's a beautiful day for baseball here. Good crowd filling in. And
man, it's been cold early part of this week. It has warmed up.
I think it's supposed to drop off again after dark, be in the 40s.
Yeah, I think I was looking at that. We got one more cold front coming up. Next week, we got games Monday and Tuesday at home, and Coach Lee said they're going spring break next week, so they'll probably take off the rest of the week and come back the following week with the big Irwin game.
Traditionally, that's what they do. Good-looking curveball, but couldn't get Roberts to bite it. Who do they play Monday and Tuesday, Alan? Do you know?
We have, man, he told me, 2 region games.
Maybe Echols again, isn't
it? It is Echols. I think it's Tuesday we have Echols. I forget who we have Monday, Tim.
So Roberts coaxes a walk out of Josh Griffiths. So Echols with a runner on with 2 outs. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Cox, number 4.
Josh played great tonight at third baseman. He's turned into overall. He just played any position, I think.
Well, the longer he gets, the more experience he gets, the more comfortable he is.
And Tim, he's a big kid. You don't realize how big he is. Thick.
He's still going to get bigger too.
Yeah.
You know, he's still looking up to his daddy, so he's got a ways to go.
Oh,
Fly ball hit the center field. Darius Dorsey making the round to it and makes the catch. So that's going to retire Echols here in the first. So like Clinch, Echols gets a base runner on but can't advance them. So we played 1 here in Statenville with no score. Be back in 60 seconds.
Homerville Jewelers on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Come out to Lolita's for the best cold treats and hot sweets around. You'll be glad you did. Located on Highway 84 East in Homerville, Lolita invites everyone to enjoy our outdoor seating, our New Orleans-style snowballs, and fresh mouth-watering beignets. Don't forget our tasty chili dogs. For your convenience, Lolita's is open Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come cool off or heat up at Lolita's, East Highway 84 in Homerville. The Shack Cafe is now open in Pearson, Georgia. For the best breakfast and lunch buffets in South Georgia, check out the Shack Cafe. You can dine in, order takeout, or use our fast and efficient drive-thru. We have a wide variety of meals, sandwiches, and burgers. Oh yeah, and after breakfast and lunch at the Shack Cafe, drive on over to the Country Cabin Steakhouse for dinner. Just off the Pearson-Douglas Highway, we are known for the best steaks and seafood in South Georgia. And don't forget, the Country Cabin Steakhouse can host all of your holiday parties, events, and meals.
All right, Tim, we're back. Start the second inning, brother.
Top of the second. Clinch will be batting against the right-handed pitcher for Echols County, and that's going to be Cox on the mound. Leading off for Clinch is going to be number 17, the second baseman, Brent Casey. Brent is another 3-year starter for Clinch. They've got several of those, and that's what makes his team so successful this year. They've all played together.
Lee was talking about it last night.
Fly ball, short left field. Shortstop going back.
Down.
Looks like he's going to camp under it. He makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
That's what we were talking about on Sports Talk. We had Brent's young man and Lankford, both of them, and just great kids, and they've played together. 7 seniors that have played and since they were freshmen, and now Lee says, the future's bright, but it's hard to replace 7 like that.
Josh Piegler's the next batter. Leads off for a foul ball down the right field line. Out of play. Josh is number 11. He's playing third. Yeah, a couple years ago, we pedaled to Gordon Lee, and we had some wide-eyed kids that never been up there before and seen anything like that. But, last year we were a little more comfortable. And this year, they've played against the best, so they're just not rattled. They're very confident of what they can do.
No, we did that the other night. We kept our cool after being up 5-0, and Turner made a great run to tie it up. Years past, Tim, we would kind of struggle and might throw in our hat, but we dug in and come back out and fought for the win.
Piegler falls behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Representing the big city of Manor.
Fouled off still. Too, Alan, sometimes when teams aren't sure of themselves, when they get in a tight situation like that and things start going away, getting away, the wheels come off and the ball gets thrown all over, almost like you're watching a Little League game. But this team is a lot of confidence. They believe in each other. Fly ball hit center field. Center fielder hauls it in for the second out of the inning, so Clinch is going kind of quiet so far.
Seems like every out but one has been an outfield, Tim.
Oh, let's see. We had a fly ball. That's right. Been a ground ball to short. I think that was it.
Yeah, the only throw. First baseman's not getting much work out today.
Langston Hendricks, number 22, the right fielder, is going to bat next. Takes it for a strike.
Langston with that mullet hanging out his helmet. Talked to his mom and them up there. They don't miss a game. When they miss, somebody's sick.
In the hold 0-2, so Cox is filling it up for Echols. He's been all around the plate so far.
Good cut.
Good gracious. Swing right through that one. So that's going to record the third out of the inning. Clinch goes in order. So we've played 1.5 so far.
Yeah, man.
Here in Statenville, there's no score.
And y'all going to see what you're seeing is Daniel's fitting to put up a scan. You can scan our QR code on the screen or anywhere else you see it on the side of the trailer. We're going to put it on there. You might even see it uptown somewhere. But when you scan it, you can become part of our Creekbox Nation, man. Tim, that's something new that Barry and Daniel's been working on, man. And
That's right. It's similar to what you see a barcode in a store, and it just makes it a little easier, more convenient, cuts out some of the steps to get to be able to text us and get some more text and things like that.
that's right, man. And when y'all looking at that, I'm gonna give a shout out to all our sponsors because they're the ones that make this happen. And we can't give them a shout out enough. We got LUTZ, Brown, Piegler, and Manley, Homerville Jewelers, Lolita's. Y'all head out there and get you a big snow cone. They got any flavor you want. The Shack Cafe and Country Cabin. Tim knows them very well.
Yeah.
Mike's Golf Cart. Burt Accounting. Camping World of Valdosta. Go over there and see my baby girl, or my next to the baby girl, the oldest, Skylar. She can hook you up with a camper. Popeyes and Dairy Queen, Mr. Ash. I want to congratulate him. I seen he won an award this week from the Chamber of Commerce. Go see Big Special K at Lee Engineering, Valdosta Orthopedic, and Feed and Seed. Miss Everly can hook you up. Good Friday's right around the corner. Me and Daddy went up there earlier this morning, got some pot and soil. They got any kind of vegetable in now, Tim, so they can hook you up there.
And we're always looking to add to this sponsor list too.
right.
So if you know anybody that's interested, just be able to contact any of us. We'll be glad to talk with you about it. It's very reasonable, and this is so much different than TV because you advertise on TV, you locked into a certain time in a certain area.
Yeah, this is on demand.
This is everywhere. There's no range for this. There's no area. It's anywhere they can get internet. So it's a great deal. All right, here we go, folks. We're back here in the bottom of the second. Leadoff batter for Echols County is going to be second baseman number 6, Maury. Takes first pitch from Josh Griffiths, the right-hander from Clinch, a little outside. Ground ball hit toward third. Up with it quickly is Piegler. And he retires him on a quick throw and catch. So first batter's gone for Echols.
Man, in that last inning, the Echols pitcher only threw 6 pitches, Tim. So he's 9 in the first inning, 6. So he's doing pretty good.
Yep. The Echols pitcher generally just throw around the strike zone and let you get yourself out. Sometimes you try too hard because occasionally they have some pitchers that throw very hard, but a lot of times they're just strike throwers, and you get up there thinking you can knock the cover off of it, and you end up over swinging, and just makes the coaches scratch their head. But
like a tough rec park game, he just goes up there and pitches. Oh, there's a shot.
Jones, that was a shortstop. Ground ball to short. He's going to throw to first.
Oh, got him.
Got him on a close play. So Jalen Griffiths makes a great play at short to retire the other shortstop he plays against, Jones, for Echols County, for the second out of the inning. That was a close play. I wasn't sure if we were going to get it, but
man, good job.
We were able to.
Had to charge and get that one to get him out.
He did. That's going to bring up number 3, Carter, the right fielder, with 2 outs here in the second. First pitch, a little high. Wasn't sure if the umpire's going to call it or not. He looked at it hard, but didn't like it.
Good pitch.
Foul tip right back into the glove. Evens the count at 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. No bases empty. Scoreboard empty.
Griffiths getting a grip on the ball. Tim, you can probably tell what kind of pitch he's throwing.
Check swing. Did he call it?
He's looking down there. Nope.
Ball 2. That was good of Kyle to ask the umpire for help. And a lot of times you wonder why the umpire points down there. Sometimes the base umpire has a better view where that bat came across the plate or not.
He got that one in
He
there.
did. That was a good pitch. Lower third of the strike zone outside for evens the count at 2 apiece. A little bit high. Evens the count full.
I was talking to Lee last night, and we were talking about we have 2 catchers. They're not giving up anything because they play just alike. They're first cousins. They're both great athletes. So that's going to benefit us down the road, Tim. With this fitting to get hot, brother.
Well, too, if you get 2 catchers and one of them happens to go down with an injury, you got one that's readily available. If you got one that's been sitting on the bench and not playing much, the pitchers aren't comfortable throwing to him. He's a little unsure of himself, so. There's 2 things you can't get in high school baseball. That's enough catching and enough pitching.
It's going to be a walk, Tim.
Right. Carter takes that ball for the walk. So Echols has got a man on first with 2 outs here, and that's going to bring up number 11, the third baseman. I believe that's Speldrick. If I mispronounce it, folks, y'all from Echols, tell us how, because
Do a lot better job than I do, brother.
I passed basic English in high school, but I imagine I could butcher some names.
Yeah, you're like me, silent letters key, you know.
That's right. Swing and miss. Or when I went to postal training, lady was teaching us. They had a big word in the manual. She'd come to it. She'd just say big word and skip over it. When he was
That's right. That's right.
Swing and a miss. It goes for second.
And it's going to get by him.
Ball skips by Brent's Casing, but Jalen Griffiths is backing up, I think.
Yeah, done a great job.
Did it get by?
No, it got by him when Dorsey.
Yeah, Dorsey does a great job of backing up. So Carter moves down to second on the stolen base. Not a bad throw at all by Kyle, but it's just a tough one to pick. And so Echols with runner scoring position, 2 outs.
That's the first one tonight in scoring position, I think, Tim.
Well, we got one on second, didn't we? Or did we?
Oh.
Steals third.
Got him.
I think that's going to retire the inning. So Echols got a little greedy on that, and Kyle Hendricks throws out Carter, who breaks for third for the third out of the inning. So we've played 2 complete here in Echols County, and we still don't have any score. Back in 60 seconds.
Hi, I'm David Johnson, pastor at Trinity Baptist Church. Man, Jesus has dramatically changed my life, and I want you to know He'll do the same for you if you'll give Him that opportunity.
Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-GO, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia. At Burt CPAs, helping small businesses with their accounting needs is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We are your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll, 912-490-7142.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
All right, Tim, here we are. We're 0-0, top of the third.
That's right. That's going to bring up number 2, Darius Dorsey, who's playing center field tonight in his familiar place. Takes first pitch for high for a ball.
Dorsey had a good hit the other night in Turner. Good to see him back on the field.
It is. His on-base percentage is extremely high. He's got a good eye, good bunter. And it also, ball seems to attract him sometimes.
Good pitch.
Good pitch for strike. He gets hit with a lot of pitches. He has stands very near the plate.
That's that Josh Lee technique.
3-1, I believe, isn't it?
I thought that was 3 pitches, Tim, and I might have missed one, brother.
Yeah, I might have added one. Anticipation. Ball hit the left center.
Going to get down.
Looks like it's going to fall for a base hit. Might be a double.
Right.
Dorsey up, rounds first. Thinks better if it goes back, but a base hit to the left center gap for Darius Dorsey to lead off the third.
Second hit for the Panthers now. No outs, Tim. We got a leadoff man on.
That's right. And Thomas has got a great bunter in Thomas Langford, so they may ask him to move the runner over. Thomas is good about bunting, and it ends up being a base hit because he can place the ball very well. And Thomas has got good speed, although I'm sure Coach Douglas is going to be anxiously watching how he comes out of the box. Be sure he doesn't re-injure that hamstring.
Man, and he hustles now, Langford does.
Yeah, he's a grinder. He gives you everything he's got.
Said he wanted to come back and coach baseball. He's going to take Coach Lee's place. He's going to VSU after graduation.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. He'll be a good one now because he pays attention to detail.
We had a big time talking last night, him and Brent's.
Yeah, Brent's another student of the game. He understands it a lot. He's
smart kid.
He does. He understands the little things and how important it is for the little things.
All
Line
right.
drive up the middle. Short.
Oh, he got it. Not going to get the double play. Dorsey slid through the
Got
bag.
the out. Okay, so we go shortstop, second baseman for the first out. Langford hits the ball hard, but Echols was able to make a play.
Was that a hit, Tim, or that's
Fielder's
just a
choice.
fielder's choice?
Yeah, 'cause the fielder made an out. So Langford reaches on the fielder's choice. So we got one out. Runner at first. We're at the top of the order for Warren Stovall. The first baseman. Warren's number 8. They remember Langford from
Yeah, they're old.
3 years of stealing everything but the catcher's shin guards. Inside. Another thing Clinch does real well this year is they run the bases. They're very aggressive.
Yeah, man, we've got
If Douglas turns them loose and they go. When they feel like they can go, they can go. Ground ball hit toward third.
That's gonna be a
deep
hit.
shortstop. It's going to bounce through. So Stovall's able to squeeze one between short and third for a base hit.
Panther, the bats are waking up.
That's it.
Second time through. We're starting now, Tim.
Yeah, I had a high school coach. If you weren't hitting the first 2 innings, he'd tell everybody, kick the bats.
Yeah.
Kick them all down the ground. Wake them up. They're sleeping. So we got runners on first and second. One out. Jalen Griffiths up. Number 7, who's our shortstop. He had a base hit his first time up. Hard hit single. Fouls one back. 2 strikes. He had a single to left center. So need that to happen again so we can plate one of these runs. Langford's a good base runner.
I didn't realize he's a sidearm pitcher too, Tim. He throws it side. Man, that hurts my shoulder every time I see somebody throw that way.
Yeah, some people just have what they call a rubber arm. They can throw any way he wants to. Foul back down the first baseline. Roberts goes back and falls out of play. So I think Griffiths is in the hole 0-2 again. But last time, that's when he ripped that single to left center.
Over here in Statenville, Georgia, man, this park's been here a long time. This is actually the rec park, isn't it, Tim?
I think that's been the only field they've ever had.
That's right. I mean, it's
The one behind is a girls' softball field. They've also played adult softball, but in all the years I've come over here, this has been the baseball field. Now, this is the best I've seen it look. Fly ball hit toward the right field.
gonna get down.
Right fielder's going to come up and make the catch. And the runners are not able to advance, so Cox does his job and coaxes Griffiths into a fly ball to right field for the second out. Clinch still with runners on first and second. That's going to bring up number 3, Kyle Hendricks, who's the catcher. Kyle flied out to right field his first time up.
He's got some power too now.
That's right. Takes a pitch. First time through the order, we swung at some pitches early in the count that may have not been the best selection. So second time through the order, maybe we'll be a little more selective. Evens it at 1-1. Cox looking to work out of the jam. He's in right now with a opened up with a walk and then a single behind it.
Oh, he called time, but
that's one thing. Just because you ask for time doesn't have to be granted. If he determines that the pitcher's getting ready to throw, then he doesn't have to grant it. That's his in his judgment.
And he's explaining that to Kyle now, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Kyle smiling, so he won't do that again.
Fly ball hit the right field. Right fielder's going back.
And Tim, it must have.
He made the catch.
No. Yeah, he made the catch.
Made the catch for the third out. Ball was hit kind of deep. But the right fielder makes a great catch to end the inning. So Clinch leaves 2 runners on. They were in scoring position. And after 2.5 innings, we still don't have any score here in Statenville. Back in 60 seconds.
Is Jesus Christ your steering wheel or your spare tire? Sadly, for many, it's a spare tire. We go through life not worrying about the consequences to our actions until we get into a bind, and then we call on Jesus to bail us out. For others who've accepted Him as their Lord and Savior, He is their steering wheel. They realize as they walk through life, He'll be with them step by step, guiding them to their final destination, heaven and eternal life. Which one is it for you?
Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot, and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a Southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes, and remember, we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal. Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ.
All right, Tim, we're back here at the bottom of the third. We have a scoreless game, brother.
Right, we got the the third baseman Speldrick back up. He was at the plate in the bottom of the second when the third out was recorded, so he's going to hit again. His count's wiped out, and he's behind. No balls or strike to Josh Griffiths. No score here. Good-looking curveball by Josh, a little low.
And man, that pitch is he's getting good at that pitch there, that curveball.
He is, he sure is. Now the coach at Echols, I can't call his name, but he's been there a couple of years. He's done a good job with this team. He's building a foundation and teaching the right way to play. I believe, if I remember Coach Douglas right, he said he played the third base coach played some college baseball somewhere.
He is a big fella too.
He's large too. He's pretty thick. Nice fella though. Nice fella. So Josh ahead 1-2 and finishes him off with a high fastball for the first out of the inning, and that's Josh's first strikeout of the night, I believe.
Yep.
That's going to bring up number 19, George, who is the center fielder tonight. Going to hit with one out here in the third.
You know, Tim, how many pitches do you want Josh to pitch? Because you got a doubleheader Saturday. Now, you can use him Saturday, I guess.
Well, it depends. It depends. You know, with the way they have the new rules is that the pitch count determines how many days rest you've got. And I don't have the scale here, but it's like pop up to the infield. Looks like Jalen Griffiths is calling for it. He's going to come in. He's going to make the catch. So fly ball to the shortstop for the second out of the inning. It's something like if you pitch less than 40 pitches, you can pitch the next day. If you pitch from 41 to 60, you have to rest a day. From 61 to 82 days, over 83 days, like that. Okay. Something like that. So it depends. I mean, obviously, you'd like to get him as few pitches as possible, but then again, you still don't want to tax his arm. We're at the back of the top of the order for
good pitch.
Top of the order for Echols County, and that's going to be McLeod, the catcher. That was a fine curveball by Josh. He takes it for a strike.
Because them games Saturday, that's power ranking points.
Those are points games because neither one are region games, but both teams have
they're in the top
won
10.
Several games. Seminole quickly ahead 0-2 is Josh Griffith. Seminole has got a pile of wins, and Pelham, I think Pelham's about 12th or 13th in the power ranking. So this would be a good way to pad your points, so to speak, and try to jump up a little higher, depending, because obviously, you know, your first goal is win the region championship, but if not, you definitely want to be in the top 8. So you get the first round bye and play at home in the second game. So
yeah, we don't want to go to Chickamauga first round.
No, Chickamauga's a fine town, but I've seen enough of it. All right, that's the second strikeout. Josh strikes out 2 that inning, so McLeod goes down swinging. So we played 3 complete in Echols, and we still don't have any score. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has been setting the standard in South Georgia for quality orthopedic and medical care for over 25 years. We don't get to choose when injury or illness will strike, but when they do, the board-certified physicians here We'll work hard to make sure you recover as soon as possible. Remember, Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has a walk-in clinic where you can get help quick, and special bumps and bruises clinic where middle school and high school athletes can get the best of treatment, even on Saturday mornings after the game. Valdosta Orthopedic Associates, Valdosta, Georgia.
Homerville Feed and Seed can provide nearly all of your farming-related needs, including seed, corn, bulk fertilizer, herbicides, insecticides, and a large variety of other farm products. Evalie and Nick want to remind you that you do not have to shop out of town to find the lowest prices. Our prices are as low or lower than any of those out-of-town companies. Come by and let the friendly staff at Homerville Feed and Seed help you select the farm products you need at the lowest prices around.
Thank you for tuning in to Creek Box tonight to watch the Clinch County Panthers play. You know, a lot of times we get caught up in wins and losses, but at the end of the day, it's all just a game. The only thing that matters in life is, do you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? The Bible says that whosoever calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
All right, Tim, here we are. We're at the top of the fourth, brother. Scoreless game.
This game's jetting on by. Duncan Lutz comes up for the second time tonight. First time he grounded out to the shortstop. Clinch looking to get on the board here, top of the fourth.
Man, Lutz had a couple of big hits the other night in Turner, man. Just
Cox, the right-handed pitcher for Echols, has done a great job keeping Clinch off the bases. He's been very economical with his pitches, and his defense has played very well tonight.
yeah, that was his 29th pitch, 30th on the way, Tim.
That makes it 1-1. Ground ball hit toward third.
Good
It's
hit,
going to get
Tim.
by him, so it looks like it's going to be a single into left field for Duncan Lutz. So Clinch is in business here in the third with a leadoff runner on.
And that's the fourth hit for the Panthers today.
That's right.
I don't think Echols has a hit yet.
Don't think so either. They've had a couple walks get on, but no base hits. So that's going to bring up, and Duncan was hitting. The DH hitting for Josh Griffiths, a pitcher. It's going to bring up number 17, Brent Casey. He's going to hit with a runner on first.
Ooh.
Pitch up and in for a ball. Now, don't let Duncan fool you. He's long and lanky, but
Yeah.
he has the green light, too. He can steal when he gets ready, and that's by the element of surprise. A lot of times you catch the pitcher and the catcher on their heels not thinking he'll run. So
Well, his first two steps, about 20 yards,
it
Tim.
is. It is. He gets, if he's a football player, he'd get a first down with two
I'm
steps.
telling you. Good.
Fly ball hit the left field. Center field, I guess. Center field. Looks like center fielder's going to
There's
camp
a
under.
runner
So
out.
that's two flyouts for Brent. He flew out to the shortstop the first time and the center fielder the second time. So one out. Lutz still at first. That's going to bring up number 11, Josh Piegler, the third baseman tonight. Josh had a nice play early in the game. He flied out to center field his first at bat.
The Manor hero. Good pitch.
Pitch by Cox for a strike.
Piegler come in, pitched a pretty good game. He got us out 3 innings. Tough innings over there in Turner.
Josh has done a good job. He really has matured. Inside, going to skip off the catcher's glove. Lutz is going to scamper to second. So that will be a pass ball on the catcher because that ball was definitely catchable.
We got one in position now, Tim.
That's right, 1-1 count. He's looking to break the scoreless tie here.
And I think whoever scores, it could open the floodgates. It usually does like that in a game.
2-1. Well, when you put a walk and a hit together, it could spell trouble for the other team. It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh. He fouls one back to even the count at 2 apiece. One thing you got to give Cox credit for, he throws it up there for you.
Yeah, and he's quick.
Got
Like you say, he
got
just
a little curveball, and he just does a good job. He does just exactly what his coach asked him to do, keep us in the game for a while.
good pitch
Look
there.
at that. He comes up with a big strikeout to help himself out. So Piegler goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning. That's Cox's second strikeout.
You know, Cox, the last inning was his big. He threw 13 pitches his last inning. It was 9 in the first and 6 in the second. So
Langston Hendricks is going to be your next hitter. He's the right fielder, number 22 for Clinch. Takes a ball upstairs. Yeah, he's hadn't he broke a sweat out there. Upstairs for 2-0.
Tim, did you ever play any softball over here back in your day?
They didn't have many tournaments back then. Not that we played in. Played about in every other municipality and any place that had a field. We played one time in Berlin, Georgia. They built the fields one day and had cornfields all the way around it.
Hey.
And that Saturday morning, we hit so many home runs out there, and it turned out just us, but everybody else. That little short field, about 270 feet. Then they had a tractor out there mowing down the corn so they could find the fields the next morning. So I played a lot of places.
Hey. Well, they used to say you had to bring your pocket knife over here to play back in the day over here in Statenville.
I got runners on first and second. That's going to bring up Darius Dorsey, who grounded out to inside move to see if catch Clinch sleeping. But Darius hit a ground ball to short. It was flipped to second for an out, but in the fielder's choice.
Good pitch.
Strike.
Here comes a 2-out rally, Tim. We've done it all year. Let's see if we can do it again.
I can tell you one thing about Stateville. It's a fine little community, but you better eat before you get here because there's not many choices. Ball's hit hard to left field. Looks like it may.
It's going to get down for a hit.
Going to be a base hit. No, he catches it.
Did he catch? Boy, what a catch, Tim.
He catches that for the third out of the inning. I thought, like you, I thought it fell. But
man,
Dorsey kind of gets robbed of a base hit there. A fine play by Echols' left fielder. Squanders 2 runners in scoring position. So we played 3.5 here in Statenville, Georgia with no score. Be back in 60 seconds.
LUTZ, Brown, Piegler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. LUTZ, Brown, Piegler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers! Homerville Jewelry on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Come out to Lolita's for the best cold treats and hot sweets around. You'll be glad you did. Located on Highway 84 East in Homerville, Lolita invites everyone to enjoy our outdoor seating, our New Orleans-style snowballs, and fresh mouth-watering beignets. Don't forget our tasty chili dogs. For your convenience, Lolita's is open Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come cool off or heat up at Lolita's, East Highway 84 in Homerville.
Bottom of the fourth.
All right, Tim, we're scoreless, headed into the bottom of the fourth, brother.
Number 15, Tucker, the left fielder, leads off for Echols. Faces the right-hander, Josh Griffiths.
Panthers have left 6 base runners on, Tim. That's going to come back to bite us.
Echols has had a couple base runners and walks, but bunt, fakes a bunt, takes it for a strike, ball in the strike. So Josh is doing a good job. A walk or two, but so far he's kept the rest of them off base.
Oh, that was a good pitch. That's going to be their first
Curveball.
hit.
Curveball like it hung up a little bit, and Tucker rips a single up the middle.
That'll be their first hit of the day. The leadoff man's on.
That's his Tucker's first time he grounded out to third. So that's going to bring up a formidable force there. And Roberts, the first baseman.
It could easily be 2-0 here in one swing,
he's
Tim.
big as all outdoors. He's a big old fella.
Jolly Green Giant is stepping up to the plate.
He's in green. You got that right. So Tucker's at first. Lead off the inning.
Good crowd, Tim.
Yeah.
Man, a beautiful day. Man, that's one thing about Echols County. They support their school over here.
They do a really good job supporting it.
And got a great basketball gym over here. About as fine as we've got in the region.
The new facility they built is a fine school.
It is.
It was very well thought out. Money was well spent, and like you say, it's a very nice gym. And they've been known for basketball for a long time.
They've been to several Final Fours in the girls.
Right. Snap throw to first. Looks like Tucker barely gets back. It was a close play. Yeah, they've and their boys team has had some years where they've been real competitive.
83, 84, they had a good team that made it to the Sweet 16 that year.
Right.
That's back when Broxton back in the day were good.
High pitch, and Kyle Hendricks makes a saving stab that will allow the base runner to move up. Right, Echols always plays good defense, shoots free throws, and shoots threes.
Yeah,
they'll turn it over. That's the way you play with their style, and that's fine. It works for them. Upstairs again, so I think that's going to make it.
And you've coached the girls softball. They've always had a great girls softball team.
They've had a couple daddies that played some travel ball with some of their kids, and they had a pitcher and a catcher that went to play college ball, and they got another the catcher's sister, who's a left-handed pitcher this year in point guard. I think she's going to play somewhere. They've had some very, very quality teams down here.
Because they made it to the Final Four here a couple years ago, didn't they, Tim?
Yeah, there's only 8 teams make it to the state tournament. They made it about 3 years in a row. I want to think 1 year they made it the runner-up. I could be wrong. Fly ball left field, tries to catch. The ball's going to get by Langston. It's going to fall. So runners are still running.
Yep. They're going to.
And,
he had that.
Tucker's going for third, and Roberts was digging for second. So a hard, tough play for Langston Hendricks in right field. Falls for a double down the right field line. So
Tim, are there any outs?
No.
That's what I was looking at.
Tucker led off, and Roberts was next. So it's second, third, nobody out. We're going to have a group meeting on the mound, talk about some things, and try to iron it out.
Looking at Josh's count, he had 31 coming in. He's 2, 4, 5, 9. He's sitting at 40 pitches right now.
Right.
So.
That was a pretty good pitch by Josh. Just a very tough play for Langston, and he gave it all he had. But something you have to understand about these balls, when they're hit toward the foul line, they always break toward the foul line. If it's a right-hander's bat, ball's going to curve away from you. Left-hander same way. Same thing to right field or left field. So that was a tough play, and he gave it a great effort. He just came up a little short. Cox takes the first pitch high for a ball. So
Panthers in a hole here. We got to dig out of it, Tim.
Echols looking to get the first score. Swing, ground ball.
It's going to be
short.
Short.
Throw to first.
Got him at first.
Get him out at first, so we get a ground out. Cox does his job, grounds out from the shortstop to the first baseman for the first out, but that allows Tucker
to score.
And Roberts moves over to third, so Echols County breaks out with the first score of the game, 1-0. They still have a runner on third with 1 out.
And we're halfway through the game now.
And Morey, the second baseman, number 6, next batter. Takes the first pitch for a strike, and he grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. So Echols puts together a couple hits.
Yeah, they were good hits, too. I mean, just.
Then Cox had good situational hitting. Was able to hit the ball to the part of the field that the runners could move up. And we hit the ball, we call it to the right side, to the pitcher's mound toward first. And able to move the runners.
Good
looking pitch. Another strike.
Good job.
Josh is ahead 1-2. Josh needs to freeze that runner at third somehow to strike out a quick ground ball or easy pop-up, something. Keep from them getting another run. Good-looking curveball.
Just a little low, I guess,
It
Tim.
was. Morey did a good job holding off of that. That was a good pitcher's curveball, an out curveball. Down in the strike zone, out of the strike zone, actually. But he took it. It's 2-2. Ground ball hit towards short. Infield was in.
Hold the runner. Good job there.
Coach Douglas had the infield in. If shortstop was back, he might have scored, but the infield was in. So Griffiths comes up with it, checks the runner at third, and throws to first for the second out, which holds Roberts at third. So
now the out's at first. That's all you worry about now, isn't it, Tim?
Well, the infield can play back and cut the ball off. Number 16, Jones, the shortstop's hitting. Takes the ball upstairs. Ball 1. So now things become a little more concerning, being that Echols has a lead and Clinch is hitting the ball but can't find a way to score. Foul ball out of play. Even the ball on the strike. We're in the bottom of the 4th here of this Region 2 contest. Echols County just scored for the first run of the game. They still have a runner at third with 2 outs.
Typical Region 2A baseball, Tim,
there's
any given day.
That's right. There's no easy guy at balls.
Oh,
The thing about tonight, which makes it very difficult to score from third, is the backstop is about 9 feet from the plate. If the umpire bent over very far, he could lean against the fence and probably call balls and strikes.
it's like the old Rec Park field at
That's right.
in Clinch County.
Exactly right. The ball almost has to skip off a pole up the line for you to be able to advance. Now going to second, you got a chance, but scoring it's not much of a chance. Jones looking to score. Roberts, who's at third. Griffiths, the right-hander, wants to shut it out. Shut him off.
Oh, pretty pitch.
Good-looking pitch. I think it's 2-2.
Yeah, I don't know, Tim. I'm keeping up with the strike count, bro. Josh steps away.
2-2 to Jones, the shortstop here with 2 outs in the fourth, trying to score. Roberts, who's at third after a double. Ground ball hit toward first. Warren Stovall hems it up, steps on the bag to end the inning, but not before. Echols County gets the first run of the evening, so we played 4 complete here in Statenville. Echols County with a 1-0 lead, back in 60 seconds.
The Shack Cafe is now open in Pearson, Georgia. For the best breakfast and lunch buffets in South Georgia, check out the Shack Cafe. You can dine in, order takeout, or use our fast and efficient drive-thru. We have a wide variety of meals, sandwiches, and burgers. Oh yeah, and after breakfast and lunch at the Shack Cafe, drive on over to the Country Cabin Steakhouse for dinner. Just off the Pearson-Douglas Highway, we are known for the best steaks and seafood in South Georgia. And don't forget, the Country Cabin Steakhouse can host all of your holiday parties, events, and meals.
Hi, I'm David Johnson, pastor at Trinity Baptist Church. Man, Jesus has dramatically changed my life. And I want you to know he'll do the same for you if you'll give him that opportunity.
LUTZ Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-GO, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia. At Burt CPAs, helping small businesses with their accounting needs is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location.
I was getting hungry.
Here we go, Tim.
All right, here we are in the top of the fifth. Top of the fifth, and we're going to have Tom Langford, the left fielder, number 1, leading off.
1-0 here, Panthers trail.
Quickly takes 2 balls, low, so Clinch looking for base runners any way they can get them.
And, Tim, this is the first time we've trailed in probably 3-4
Foul
weeks.
ball. Well, the good thing about it is we played some close games, so just
Oh,
being
yeah,
behind
they've
the
been
run,
close. We just haven't been behind.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's any. It's a concern, but not a major concern yet. If it was the 7th, it'd be back to the wall, but we've got time here. Limited time, curveball. Good looking pitch, called for a strike. Late breaking curveball. So that's the 3rd strike on Langford. Call 3rd strike for the first out.
Oh, so he struck out.
Yeah,
That's
I
2
thought
for
I thought that was only 2 strikes, but I must have missed one. Not apologize for that, folks. Warren Stovall takes the first pitch upstairs for a ball.
that was 3 pitches and 3 strikes, Tim.
Yeah, I believe it was. I don't know that Langford knew there was 2 strikes because he took a pitch and normally he would try to foul off. That ball's low. I think it's 2-0 now, I believe. Maybe I'm on top of things. Warren trying to get things started here with 1 out in the 5th, trailing 1-0. Clinch is. Echols County fighting like they are Wildcats, giving all they want right now. Good looking pitch. Tell you one thing, now Cox has done a great job
he's
down the
getting
mound.
better.
He is all around the plate.
We've only been playing for 49 minutes, Tim. It's been a quick game. I probably just
Another good looking
jinxed it.
pitch just outside. 3-1. 3-1. Langford looking for Clinch looking for base runners. Langford, or excuse me, Stovall, trying to help them out.
You see,
There it
he's gonna
is.
draw a walk.
Ball 4. Clinch has a runner on or lead off batter in the order is on. So Stovall draws a 1-out walk. It's going to bring up Jalen Griffiths, number 7, who's a shortstop. Had a hard single his first time up and flew out to right field his second time. Batting for the 3rd time tonight.
I was trying to see if the sun, I guess it kind of sitting behind home plate a little bit, doesn't it, Tim?
A little high. Yeah, the west kind of is over the home bleachers. There's 94, the highway behind us kind of runs east and west, so
it's not really that bad in the pitcher's eyes.
No, it can be a third baseman and left fielder's
Yeah.
nightmare. Ball hit the left field kind of deep. See what's going to happen here.
Oh, and they're going to catch it, Tim.
Makes the catch. Stovall has to put on the brakes and go back to first, so Griffiths gave it a ride
Hit right to him, Tim.
to left field, but the left fielder makes a good catch, so Clinch is down to their last out here in the 5th with Kyle Hendricks batting with Stovall at first. Stovall reached on a walk, and Cox is still doing a fine job for the Wildcats.
I mean, a great job. He's doing great in his pitch count.
Pitch a little outside. Throw a ball. Hard hit ground ball. Looks like it's going to get in the hole.
And that's
it
going to
is.
fall.
It's going to get between short and third. So Kyle Hendricks comes out with a 2-out single. Ground ball in between short and third.
2-out rally, Tim. Let's go.
That moves Stovall over to third, and up comes Duncan Lutz. Duncan is one of our big RBI run producers.
I guess we got to change umpire. Running for Cal, that's what
Probably,
it is.
yeah. Running for the catcher. With 2 outs, you have a speed-up rule, and they want to run for the catcher. Duncan comes up, and runners at first and second. Curveball,
Good pitch.
taken for a strike.
That's a good-looking curve he's throwing out there. You're right.
Now we got the pinch runner, Kersey runner at first. Warren at second. Another good board. That was, you can't get much better pitching than that right there on the knees on the outside corner. So Lutz behind 0-2. Cox doing a tremendous job of those first 2 pitches. Ground ball hit toward third baseman.
Oh, he bobbled it. Did he? Got him. Boy, what a play by the third baseman. He
Sure
bobbled
is.
it, but he saved it, Tim.
Well, the thing that saved him was there was a force there because I don't think he would have been able to throw out Duncan at first. But nevertheless, he makes the play to record the 3rd out of the inning. So we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Echols County holding on to a 1-run lead, 1-0. Be back in 60 seconds.
Well, hang on.
At Burke
Okay, I'm sorry.
CPAs, helping small
too quick.
businesses with their accounting needs is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We are your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll, 912-490-7142.
You're watching Creekbox TV. Camping World of Valdosta, located in Lake Park, is your one-stop destination for all your camping needs. Stop by to see your dreams of quality time with your family become a reality. Whether it's tailgating with your air-conditioned camper, taking a trip to the mountains or beach with your family, or driving your motorhome to a faraway destination, Camping World has it all. Let us put you and your family in a camper for as little as $99 per month. And remember, when you buy a camper from Camping World of Valdosta, you receive a free Elite Good Sam membership, roadside assistance, and travel assist for 1 year.
All right, Tim, we're back here, the bottom of the 5th. The Panthers were sitting in position to tie it up, but Echols holding on to a 1-0 lead, man.
We've made a pitching change. We got left-handed Warren Stovall coming in, and he's going to take the mound probably. Let's see. I'm sure Piegler will probably move to first. And not sure. I guess Josh Griffiths will move to third is what we probably do.
Yeah, Josh
That's
is
usually what we do. Stovall's the hard-throwing left-hander who's had some great outings here lately, been almost unhittable.
Josh is going to end up throwing 53 pitches tonight. Struck out.
And that could be by design so he can come back Saturday. Because that gives him a day's rest and come back Saturday. Stovall also hadn't pitched any this week. He's one of our main starters. So this gives him an inning or two to just kind of get a little bit of almost like a bullpen session. So, and it's getting late, and we're having a hard time hitting Mr. Cox. So we got to be sure that Echols can't add anything to this one-run lead.
Well, we've had opportunities with 9 base runners we've left stranded out here. So, just one of them days. Typical Region 2A baseball. Every time you play, it's anything can happen here in Region 2A, and it looks like it's that way again. A great baseball game, man. You'd rather see a good game.
Another nail biter. So we're here in the bottom of the 5th, and the first batter for the Echols County Wildcats is going to be number 3, the right fielder, Carter. Ball's going to come in much quicker than Echols County's used to. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Fake the bunt.
Stovall's had a great last 2 weeks.
A little low. He was counted 1 apiece.
Let's go Panthers. Candy, Randy, Kaysen, and Hayhire. Yeah, they always. That's Jim's aunt and them. Or Jim's. That's Jim's sister. Or Stephanie's sister. Let me get that right. That'd be Warren's aunt. They always watch over there. They support Creek Box. We appreciate y'all doing that.
They probably slid a little closer to the TV now that Warren's on the mound.
That's right.
So Warren's ahead 1 and 2 to Carter, the right fielder, number 3 for Echols County. Here in the bottom of the 5th, leadoff batter.
Good pitch. Got him. He got him right down there at the laces, Tim. That'll be Warren. 1 up, 1 strikeout.
That's right. That's going to bring up number 11, the third baseman, Speldrick. That's the way I've got it here. Maybe I'm getting it right. Not butchering it too bad.
On the way, that'll be outside.
A little outside. Looked like it was close, but Mr. Blue didn't like it.
As long as it's inside the plate, he'll. Well, I caught the corner, I reckon, Tim. He likes them low.
Evens it at 1 apiece. Good looking pitch by Stovall.
Oh, there's another one.
Yep. That ball was on the inside corner. Good looking pitch. See if Warden chooses to go with a fastball or come in with his hard breaking curveball.
So Stovall's picking up right where he left off, Tim.
It's got a nasty bite downward.
Oh, good stop by Langston.
A little early. First one he's thrown, so that's good. And he's still trying to get adjusted to this mound a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like this mound isn't as tall as the others we play on, Tim. It looks like it's flat.
Most of them, if they were by the rule book, are supposed to be flat like this one, but many of them looks like Mount Everest.
And then maybe you're right. Maybe this one's right and everybody else is wrong.
You go over down to Charlton County, it looks like an English muffin down there. When you come set, it looks like you're one leg, you're leaning downhill. If you step back, I tell you, as a matter of fact, where did we play at? We played at Pearson, Georgia one time, and in the first inning, so Speldrick coaches a walk. First inning, we had a ground ball hit, or a chopping ground ball hit, bounced over the mound, and our pitcher jumped up and went to field it and came down and caught the back corner of the mound and twisted his ankle. First out of the game. I think that was Brennan Register too, and it was somehow he labored through it though for the whole game. George squares the bunt. It offers it the first pitch.
He
I think
better
it was
be
called
careful.
a strike.
Because Langston will gun that thing to first.
Well, How about Kyle?
Oh, is it Kyle? My bad. They look just alike, Tim.
Yeah.
I can't see the number.
He's going to square early again. This allows your defense to move around a lot, ball down low. They called a sacrifice bunt. They want you to square early, but that might be a little bit. That allows your defense to get in position. The third baseman can creep in almost even with the mound. So it limits, your places to put the ball.
He's doing it again.
1-1. Hard foul ball.
Now, does that
Up the
affect
first
the
baseline.
pitcher any when he squares up early like that, Tim?
Well, sometimes in the back of your mind you think, golly, they're trying to give me an out. I want to be sure I throw a strike, but I got to cover the left side. I got to cover the first base side on the bunt. So sometimes you rush your pitch a little bit. But Warren's ahead of ball 2 strikes. I'm sure that the bunt is now off because if you bunt it foul on the third strike, it's an out like a strikeout. So that's another
pretty
good pitch.
Got
He
him.
knew it too. He knew as soon as he just started walking toward
Yeah,
the dugout.
Froze him right there like a deer in the headlights.
So Stovall continues his attack on the strike zone with two strikeouts and 2 batters. That's going to bring up the leadoff man, the catcher, number 30, McLeod.
He had a walk, Tim. I think we got a runner on first. Didn't Stovall walk his second batter?
He did. On his first 2 outs been strikeouts. Yeah. He walked Spildrick.
Well, we got 2 outs now.
2 outs, runner on first.
Panthers trying to hold them down. They trail 1-0 here. Bottom of the 5th.
McLeod with a big cut, fouls it back. Probably one of their better hitters. Everybody in his family has been good players.
Man, it's a beautiful day here in Statenville, Georgia.
It is. It sure is. It's a fine spring day. Stovall ahead. No balls and a strike. 2 outs here in the 5th.
On the
Good
way.
looking pitch.
Got
Be a
that
strike.
corner.
So he's
Tim,
ahead
I don't know
0-2.
what it is about these umpires now. Even that one in Turner, they're slow to react to me. They
Well-
don't get excited with the strikeout anymore.
Well, the one time he did. He's breaking for third, breaking for second.
Got him. And he did.
He broke early on Warren, and Warren steps off, throws to Brent Cason, who tags out Spildrick, who is trying to advance on the throw. So we've got Echols County strands a runner by getting him picked off. We've played 5 complete here in Echols County. Echols holding a 1-0 lead.
All right, Daniel's fixing to put up. What you're seeing is our scan. You can scan. This is our QR code. Just put your phone up there and scan it. The screen, and you can see anywhere we see it. You're going to see this code around town. Barron's going to put it on our trailer. And what you do is once you scan it, it automatically makes you become part of our Creekbox Nation. So we want y'all to do that. You can do it right now as we're talking, and we're recognizing all our sponsors and all that. I want to remind everybody to watch the Creekbox lineup on Sunday mornings. You can catch Brother Austin DeLoach at 9:30 a.m. and Brother David Johnson immediately after on Creekbox regular programming. Then you can watch Trinity Baptist Church Sunday morning service live at 11 o'clock. If you know of any other church or minister that would like to be a part of Creekbox Sunday mornings, you can contact me, Tim, or Mr. Barron, and we can hook you up with that. We want to remind everybody that the Creekbox will be starting our nightly news very soon. We need people to send us video clips of anything you think might be newsworthy. Just video on your cell phone. If you have any announcements you want us to make, let us know. We'll be glad to do that for you. Just give us a call at 912-550-5039. Tim,
right.
great game here so
is.
far, man. 1-0. Panthers need to. We've hit the ball. You
Right.
can't get it across home plate, brother.
Like Alan mentioned, send us anything you need announced. We're here to serve the community in the area, so we'll be glad to get it out there for you. Yeah, it's been a great game, Alan. Echols County has come out and just kind of played defense, and their pitcher, Mr. Cox, has done a great job throwing it over the plate. Defense has helped him. It's getting late for Clinch. Clinch is getting down to the nitty-gritty, so to speak. So,
And Tim, I guess they're going to try to make it through with this pitcher, I guess.
well, it's 1-0. There's no need to change right now. Old saying, you got to dance with what brung you, and he's getting us there. Rich Casey leading off, number 17, the second baseman here in the sixth. Takes first pitch a little high for a ball.
And that's only pitch 57 for him today, so he's done a great job.
That's right. Sometimes, though, when you're not used to going this long, you start to put a little pressure on yourself and try to make perfect pitches instead of just doing what you've done. So he's behind 2-0 to Brents. They'd love to get the leadoff man on.
And, you know, I was looking before the game. Echols, they only have 12 kids, Tim, on the whole team.
Fouled off.
So,
I remember one year, Alan, we came over here, and they only had 9 kids.
I can remember they had a girl on the team.
She did. And they had a boy that played left field that didn't have a glove. Had to borrow one of our gloves. He was a left-hand thrower. We didn't have any left-hand players, so he ended up playing with the glove on the wrong hand out there. And the lady was in center field. To her credit, she was one of the best players on the softball team. And they beat us 3-1.
Yeah, that's when Blakely and Ashton and them played. I think they were like freshmen, maybe sophomores, because I still aggravate them about that.
Yeah, I think so. I forget who was pitching, but he did a great job only giving up 3 runs, but we couldn't. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's a big strikeout, Tim.
It sure was, a huge strikeout. There's that low pitching, and that umpire's called on that long, so you can't complain.
And that's his 3rd strikeout today.
Right.
And he's had 3 walks, so he's pitched a great game.
Picks brings up Josh Piegler.
Oh.
He attempts to bunt, fouls it back. Josh is number 11, and he's moved over to first base with the pitching change, so he fouls the first one back, 0-1.
The pride of Manor.
He's desperately looking for base runners here, getting late in this game.
Ooh,
he fouls one down the left field line.
And it's going to go foul.
Looks like it's going to be out of play. But Josh is behind, no balls and 2 strikes. He's come up 3 times. He's flown out to center his first time. He struck out looking in the 4th, and now he's up here in the 6th. Down, no balls and 2 strikes. A little low.
Panthers trail 1-0 late here in the game. We're at the top of the 6th.
Top of the 6th, 1 out. Evens it up at 2 apiece.
This could be a big win for Echols County. Panthers are top of the region standings, are tied with Telfair.
Well, this would be a big win for Telfair County.
Oh, yeah.
Good looking curveball. Wow, froze him.
2 back-to-back, Tim.
So he is pitching stronger in these 2 innings than he has the rest of the game.
That's
For
10
second
pitches.
strikeout.
That's 10 pitches.
That's going to bring up Langston Hendricks, number 22, the right fielder. Now, Langston can change this game in one swing. He's got the power to be able to do it. So, see what he can do in the 6th here for us.
Good pitch, Tim. There's another one.
Right down the middle for a strike.
And look how quick he goes back. Tim is just
his
boom,
adrenaline's
boom.
pumping right now. That can be sometimes that can work to your disadvantage. You haven't been that way the whole game. Just relax and do what you're doing. I mean, you're doing a great job. You don't have to change anything.
Charlton played that way. They love to do that
Foul
fast.
back.
Just
They historically they always have. They had a catcher. If you fouled off a ball, he'd sprint to it, sprint back, throw it to the pitcher. So they didn't give you much time to in between pitches, and that was one of the things we did, try to step out on as much as we could. That was a good-looking pitch by Cox, but Langston is disciplined enough to take it, so that's going to even the count at 2 apiece. Clinch looking for base runners here in the top of the 6th. First 2 men recorded on strikeouts. Trailing 1-0.
Strike. Got him, Tim.
So Cox comes out and strikes out the side. All 3 hitters took the 3rd strike looking, so Echols County, putting the pitcher for Echols County, putting together a masterpiece here. We've played going into the bottom of the 6th. Echols County still holding on to that 1-0 lead. Be back in 60 seconds.
Is Jesus Christ your steering wheel or your spare tire? Sadly, for many, it's a spare tire. We go through life not worrying about the consequences to our actions until we get into a bind. Then we call on Jesus to bail us out. For others who've accepted Him as their Lord and Savior, He is their steering wheel. They realize as they walk through life, He'll be with them step by step, guiding them to their final destination, heaven and eternal life. Which one is it for you?
Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot, and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes and remember we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal. Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
All right, Tim, Panthers trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's right. Leadoff batter McLeod back up. He was at the plate when the runner was thrown out trying to advance on the pickoff. Takes first pitch upstairs. It is getting late. Echols County would love to add to this 1-0 lead, which would make it that much tougher. They're at the top of the order, so they're in a good spot to do it. Leadoff batter's ahead 2-0. Left-hander Warren Stovall on in relief, trying to shut the door and not give Echols any more opportunities.
3 balls in a row. Stovall, he threw 16 pitches last inning, struck out 2. So,
right, trying to be a little fine, and he being left-hander, his ball's lively, it moves. So
there's one. He likes them low ones like that, which we like him to like them.
Yep. That's going to make it 3-1.
That one got away from him.
That one's upstairs, so Stovall.
He did that the last inning. He walked.
Allows McLeod to open the inning with a walk, and that brings up number 15, Tucker, the left fielder. So we'll wait and see if this is a bunt situation for Echols, trying to move runners over and add an insurance run.
What position is this for batting for second? So they're at the top of their lineup.
That's right. The big first baseman Roberts is on deck, who had the double, which drove in or positioned the first run to be able to score.
And you're right, boy. He just
late. He squared late to try to freeze the third baseman, which increases the chances of being able to move that runner to second. So we got a ball and no strikes, but now Clinch is on the idea that he's probably going to bunt. 1-0 game, you got to try to move people up best you can. There's the bunt. It's in play.
Oh, and it's a perfect
Warren
bunt.
Comes up, makes the play.
Oh, got him. Boy, with a close play. Good job by Warren.
Warren does a great job. That's tough to be able to feel that ball and throw it up the line without striking the runner.
Man, he just snapped around, didn't look, just threw it straight line.
So Tucker does his job with a sack bunt.
1 out now.
First down. He's done it. He did exactly what the coach wanted him to do. Advance the runner to second. We're probably going to get Coach Douglas going to get a visit looking at the big guy with a base open. I'm not sure if they're going to put him on first or not, or what they're going to do. They're probably going to say, look here, throw 4 pitches and
I feel comfortable with him.
Close.
Yeah, the running the bases and giving up the hit. Yeah, Tim put him on first.
Yes, Cox is behind him. He's one of the better hitters too. So it's a difficult situation for Clinch here in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 1-0, and Clinch not having a horseshoe in their pocket today. Seems like just things aren't falling their way. So they got this one of those games you got to grind out.
And this is the same situation they had a while ago when they scored, wasn't it, Tim?
Well, he was on first, and Roberts doubled to make it second, third, and then Cox hit the fielder's choice and scored the run. So Roberts is batting with a runner at second and 1 out.
Been a quick game. We've been playing 73 minutes.
First pitch.
Good
Gonna be a
pitch.
strike. So that umpire's been consistent with that part of the strike zone all day. A low strike, he likes it.
Good pitch by Warren.
A healthy cut by Roberts, but it comes up empty. 0-2. I think he'd like to have that one back because that ball was more toward the middle of the plate than Warren probably would have liked it. But he's able to
Well, he's got a big
come
swing.
up with it. Yeah, I'm probably going to see that good curveball now.
Ooh.
It is a little high. Ball 1 and 2. Ball and 2 strikes, so might come back with it. Or Warren's got a real good changeup. Might see something off speed to try to get Roberts out on his front foot.
Oh, gonna get
Ball
by
low,
him.
but it's not. They
Oh,
called
he
that
called
strike.
that a strike. Yeah, Tim. So the runner, that's 2 outs. Big out for Stovall there. That's
yeah,
gonna
it
leave.
sure was. That
I
was a
didn't
strike, and then the catcher throws to first for the second out.
I thought it got by the catcher and the runner was going to move over, but he called it a strike. But now you got the one that drove in the run a while ago up the bat. Is that right?
That's Cox, the pitcher. He's done some damage on the mound to us right now, so we need to be sure he doesn't do it at the plate as well.
And getting better, Tim.
Ball gets by.
And that'll move him. Nope.
That short backstop.
You're right about that.
Has allowed us to kind of hem up the runners because
Yeah, it saved us today, Tim.
it has. You know, what's surprising, though, on the last play, when they threw the ball to first, I'm surprised the runner didn't advance to third because we don't have any choice but to get the out. When he comes up and throws to first, he should be anticipating moving to third, but he didn't.
Good. No, he'll foul that one off.
Going to make it 1-1.
Panthers needing a run, so we're fixing. If we
And-
get this out, we'll be back. We're 3 outs away, Tim.
And to be honest with you, the runner at second might have been like this and not realize that was called a strike.
And I bet you a dozen eggs that's what it was, brother.
Umpire's called that pitch all day, but
Good
curveball
pitch.
called for a
Ample
strike. So Warren ahead, a ball and 2 strikes here, trying to keep the runner at bay at second. Give his team a chance to scratch one across in the 7th.
Got
Swing and a
him.
miss.
Good pitch by
So
Stovall.
Warren's able to keep the walk from hurting him. So we played 6 complete. The surprising score here in Echols County. Echols still holding a 1-0 lead. Be back in 60 seconds.
Team is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has been setting the standard in South Georgia for quality orthopedic and medical care for over 25 years. We don't get to choose when injury or illness will strike, but when they do, the board-certified physicians here will work hard to make sure you recover as soon as possible. Remember, Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has a walk-in clinic where you can get help quick, and special bumps and bruises clinic where middle school and high school athletes can get the best of treatment, even on Saturday mornings after the game. Valdosta Orthopedic Associates, Valdosta, Georgia.
All right, Tim. Panthers are 3 outs away from going to the long bus ride home with a 1-0 loss, but
You know, this team here, they're not concerned. I'm sure they're concerned, but they're not panicking. You know they may be taking a strike. Darius Dorsey's an outstanding, has on base average that's outstanding. He gets on somehow, walk, error, hit batsman, whatever it is. So we need him to jump start us. Cox, the right-hander, opens up. First pitch.
there it is,
strike.
right there.
He's had good command all day long, you know. And
Tim, the last 3 innings, he's gotten better. I mean, than the first 3. So.
Right. Darius with a 1-strike count.
Oh,
Hard
it's
hit
a
ground
hard
ball.
hit.
It's
That's going to
It's
fall.
going to get through. There it is. That's what we open with right there, folks. There it is right there, Clinches. The door's open now. Dorsey hits a bullet between short and third.
And that's who you want on to run the bases right there. It's hard to throw Dorsey out.
The good thing about it is you got a great bunter, Tom Langford, up now. Tom can move him to second, and we can play for at least a tie and hopefully enough to get a win.
What a game, man. The Region 2A baseball.
Dorsey with a 1-strike count, laces one to left field. Tom Langford.
And
Ball
that's
gets
going to
by.
get by. That'll move him over, Tim.
That's right. So now the bunt could put him in scoring position. So here's what we talked about. Sometimes
You
when,
still bunt here, Tim?
Yeah, absolutely. With nobody out. Got to get that run's got to score to play another inning. So here again, sometimes you'll see that teams that aren't used to being in this position get a case of the nerves at the wrong time. There's a pop-up bunt. Catcher's going to make an attempt, but it falls foul, which is Coach Douglas breathes a sigh of relief because that would have been like giving an out away.
All right, is that how many strikes does he have on him now?
I think it's 1-1. Of course, I'm not sure here with the umpire back here if he's called one.
Yeah, you're right. 1-1 because Dorsey
1-1.
took one pitch and
That's right. The ball got by him, right?
yeah.
Let's see what Langford does. He's going to square. Pops up another bunt.
Another one,
just
boy.
foul. You know, when the pitch is up in the strike zone is the hardest one to bunt because a lot of people, instead of keeping their bat at the top of the strike zone, will stay below it and raise the bat up. That almost always puts the trajectory high.
You still letting him bunt here, or do you
it just depends on how he feels. You know, he hadn't played in a couple of weeks, so.
And he'll
fouls
slap
it off,
that one down.
Ball. You know, he hadn't played in a week or two, so you're not really sure exactly how his swing is back at the plate. You've seen him hitting the cage and off the tees, but you're not real sure. But you know, the percentage is probably a little better at times. Going to hit a ground ball, which could at least move Darius over. Fly ball out of place. Tom hanging tough.
He is, man. He's hanging
battling.
tough.
Tom's a good opposite field hitter too. He could loop a little single to right field and score Dorsey, and we still be in business. So, a lot of different possibilities here for Clinch.
Got him.
Got him on a good curveball for the first out of the inning. So Cox continues to do his job, and Tom battled hard, but two foul ball bunts kind of put him in the hole. So 1 out here in the 7th. Darius Dorsey down at second, representing the tying run. It clinches back at the top of the order with Warren Stovall, who's facing Cox for the 4th time tonight. Sometimes that's the one that kind of opens the gates. Curveball a little inside. Warren would have taken that off the kneecap if he could to get the first.
Yeah.
It broke just around him. I think he thought maybe it was going to get him, but it didn't. So he's ahead 1-0. Curveball up high.
And Tim, you know, the pitcher for Echols, he said here he's pitched a great game. It's 1-0, runner on second. Nerves are starting to get to you now. Your arm's tired.
He knows he's going to have to do it on his own because Echols didn't hit the ball very good.
There's a slap.
That's probably going to tie the game up there.
It hit him, but he dropped it, Tim. Dorsey will tie the game up.
So Warren Stovall, Mr. Clutch Sr. comes in.
Well, Tim, you made the
with
call.
a line
Look
drive.
out. They got, nope. That was the replay. I was sitting there. I thought they were trying to pick Stovall off, but you was right. I thought we were out of it. You said, no, you wasn't nervous. I was. I bet your Coach Lee was, too.
Well, he can leave the 9th fingernail alone. He probably ate them off so far. But here's the thing now. You know, now you're not concerned about 1-1. You want to get another scratch and run across, go out there and get 3 outs and escape with a victory here. Get a victory out of the jaws of defeat. So it's ball.
Now, Tim, is this going to – the pitcher finally gave up a run. It's the tying run of the 7th. Will that bleed over?
Well, he's still got to get out of the 7th.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You think he's going to start fading fast here? Because now he's getting some pitches on him now.
It's the 4th time through the order, like I told you. A lot of times, the 4th time through the order, a lot of things happen. And
there's one right there, pretty pitch.
A lot of things happen that are not good. So he comes back, though, and rights the ship at 2-1. Clinching the meat of their order right now. Jalen Griffiths already has a single in 3 at-bats.
Panthers have 8 hits today. So, I mean, we've hit the ball good today. Just hadn't scored no runs. Oh, boy.
Check swing. Ball's going to go to second. Steps on first.
Double play. Great job.
So, Jalen check swing. They hit the ball right to the second baseman who stepped on the bag and threw to first.
But not before we knotted it up, Tim.
Yes,
1-1,
brother. That was
brother.
a huge clutch single by Warren Stovall to plate Darius Dorsey. So, folks, we're going to the bottom of the 7th with it all knotted up at 1 apiece. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Homerville Feed and Seed can provide nearly all of your farming-related needs, including seed, corn, bulk fertilizer, herbicides, insecticides, and a large variety of other farm products. Evalie and Nick want to remind you that you do not have to shop out of town to find the lowest prices. Our prices are as low or lower than any of those out-of-town companies. Come by and let the friendly staff at Homerville Feed and Seed help you select the farm products you need at the lowest prices around.
Thank you for tuning in to Creek Box tonight to watch the Clinch County Panthers play. You know, a lot of times we get caught up in wins and losses, but at the end of the day, it's all just a game. The only thing that matters in life is, do you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? The Bible says that whosoever calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
LUTZ, Brown, PEAGLER, and MANLEY Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. LUTZ, Brown, PEAGLER, and MANLEY Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers! Homerville Jewelry on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville.
All right, Tim, we're back 1-1. The Panthers need 3 outs.
Clinch escaped in the top of the 7th, scoring a run to knot it at 1. But Clinch has got to play defense to keep Echols off the bases to get an opportunity for the 8th inning. So Echols looking to knock one across here and steal this victory. They're going to start lead off at number 6, the second baseman, Maury, facing Warren Stovall, senior. First pitch outside, ball 1. Here in the bottom of the 7th, I'm sure there's not anybody in the park who's sitting back comfortably. They're all on the edge of their seat.
And Warren has thrown 32 pitches with that pitch there, Tim.
Good looking pitch for a strike, evens it at 1 apiece. Been a great baseball game. You hate to see anybody lose, actually.
No, man, a great. It's typical Region 2A baseball. We talked about that. All these teams on any given day can beat the other team.
Cox, the right-hander for Echols, has done a tremendous job today. He's given up 1 run, and that was in the top of the 7th. Fouled off. Evens the count at 2-2. Maury looking to try to get on the base, keep things moving. Stovall looking to retire the first out. Statistically, when you get the first out of the inning, your chances of scoring are much less in high school baseball. If the leadoff man gets on, it creates problems, as we saw on the top of the 7th. Curveball high, so that's going to make it 3-2. Payoff pitch here.
This is the first batter, is that right, Tim?
That's right. First batter in the 7th. See if Stovall can come back and send him. He
does. And he got him.
It gets him. Looks like he might have swung at ball 4 without what the umpire's calling today, but nevertheless, he offers at it. So Stovall gets the first out of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th, which is a big out.
And that's his 5th strikeout since he's come into the game.
He's a strikeout pitcher. That brings up number 16, the shortstop, Jones. See Warren's parents right behind them.
Yeah, man.
They're anxiously awaiting each pitch.
Ooh.
And Warren hasn't looked as sharp as he usually does, but then again, he missed his normal start, which was Tuesday, and sometimes an extra day or two can get you out of your rhythm a little bit. So now the next thing we have to do is start looking at pitch count if we go into extra innings, because we got a doubleheader Saturday, and I'm sure Coach Douglas is counting heavily on Mr. Stovall playing a part of that. Got Jalen Griffiths back, so that's probably game 1 and 2 starters will be Warren and Jalen, I would imagine. You may see a change if it goes an inning or 2 and let Jalen throw.
Yeah, because he didn't pitch but 2 innings the other night at
to keep your pitch counts down going into Saturday, because you're playing Seminole
and Pelham,
who were both teams with several wins, so they'd be good point games to pick up on.
Good pitch. Oh, he didn't call that one, Tim. He's called it all night. I thought he got the outside corner.
I'm surprised he don't have a bug in his eye or something. That looked like a strike there, but. So we got 3-0 to the shortstop, Jones, for Echols, and
Oh.
he takes ball 4 in the dirt. So Echols still in business. A 1-out walk.
The winning run is on first, Tim.
That's right. Carter, your right fielder, number 3, is going to be the next batter, and he's walked and struck out. It's only his 3rd time facing Clinch. You can see Clinch is ordering their 4th time through the order, and Echols is through the 3rd. That's going to bring out Coach Douglas to have a conversation here, and let's see what we got going.
And I'm looking.
Check on Warren now, because those 4 pitches were not all that close to the strike zone. So
He's thrown 40 pitches since he's been in the game.
right, he's getting close to that number where he's going to have to rest. So we'll see.
He come in, he threw 16 pitches, Tim, in the 5th, or the 6th. The 5th, and then 15 pitches in the 6th. So,
Coach Douglas might be telling him, son, get us through the 7th. And that's your job, is get us through the 7th.
I think you're right. Regardless of what happens, he gets out this inning, we will see somebody new, I think.
May do that. So we got Jones coaches a walk out of Stovall with 1 out in the 7th. That's going to bring up number 3, Carter, who's your right fielder. He's gonna try.
Good pitch.
Try to bunt him over, which not really. That is just, you have 2 outs, runner at second. That's not. Still have to have a big play to score, but I guess they're playing station to station. That looked like a very buntable pitch.
I think they're all just trying to mess
Another
with
strike down
Stovall.
the strike. Well,
The last batter did that last pitch.
you wouldn't do that with 2 strikes, so you don't want to get in the hole with 2 strikes here, because you have an opportunity to win this game with a runner at first. I'm sure his job was to bunt, but I don't know why you take 2 strikes. It's like giving. That's like giving the pitcher. It's like giving the pitcher, digging your own hole.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's a ball and 2 strikes, nevertheless. 1 out in the 7th with a 1-1 game. Echols with a runner at first. Clinch looking to escape to the 8th. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch.
Swing and a miss for that Stovall. He struck out just about everybody's face, didn't he?
Yeah.
Other than the one runner that tried to steal on him.
That's right.
So there's 2 outs here in the 7th, 1-1, and that's going to bring up number 11, Speldrick, who is the first baseman. He has struck out and walked in his 2 appearances. Inside, takes it for a strike.
All right, Warren need to get out of this. We're going to be playing some free baseball, as you said, Tim, if we can get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Warren has 2, 4, 6 strikeouts.
Looks like it's getting kind of dark out there. See the sun going down.
Yeah, they've cut the lights on. Ooh, boy, that was close.
Stovall throws, pitch a little outside. 1-2. Curveball down in the dirt.
Oh, he's going to steal.
He's going.
I think
He's
we
going
got
ball scooted away, so he's going to be safe at second on the moving up on the ball was in the dirt.
The umpire
He's
said, I
counted
don't
to a
think the
piece.
player got out of the way then. The umpire was speaking. I don't know what's the rule on that, Tim.
Well,
Does he have to get out of the way?
If you can, you can't reasonably get in the way. I'll put it like that. If that ball's in the dirt, something like that, he can squat down or something like that. That's strike 3.
Got him. Good pitch by Stovall, so it doesn't matter. That'll be his 7th strikeout.
So, folks, don't go anywhere yet.
Yeah.
We tied up after 7. We're going to the top of the 8th here in Statenville, Georgia. Be back in 60 seconds.
Come out to Lolita's for the best cold treats and hot sweets around. You'll be glad you did. Located on Highway 84 East in Homerville, Lolita invites everyone to enjoy our outdoor seating, our New Orleans-style snowballs, and fresh, mouth-watering beignets. Don't forget our tasty chili dogs. For your convenience, Lolita's is open Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come cool off or heat up at Lolita's, East Highway 84 in Homerville. Shack Cafe is now open in Pearson, Georgia. For the best breakfast and lunch buffets in South Georgia, check out the Shack Cafe. You can dine in, order takeout, or use our fast and efficient drive-thru. We have a wide variety of meals, sandwiches, and burgers. Oh yeah, and after breakfast and lunch at the Shack Cafe, drive on over to the Country Cabin Steakhouse for dinner. Just off the Pearson-Douglas Highway, we are known for the best steaks and seafood in South Georgia. And don't forget, the Country Cabin Steakhouse can host all of your holiday parties, events, and meetings.
Hi, I'm David Johnson, pastor at Trinity Baptist Church. Man, Jesus has dramatically changed my life. And I want you to know he'll do the same for you if you'll give him that opportunity.
All right, 10, guess what inning we're in, brother?
Free baseball, top of the 8th.
Man, and 1-1 here in Statenville, Georgia.
Clinch back against the wall, and they came through with 1 in the 7th.
I've run out of paper, brother.
So Kyle Hendricks is going to lead off the 8th, and he has a swing and foul ball strike. Still on the mound for the Echols County Wildcats is number 4, Cox, the pitcher, who has done a tremendous job today against the top-ranked team in the region.
Good pitch there, Tim.
Swing and a miss, so there goes the theory of him being tired, looks like.
Yeah, that's pitch 88 is on the way, Tim.
So he's got 0-2 to Kyle downstairs. But let me tell you something. Clinch is a good 2-strike hitting team, so don't think that they're just going to go to the house dragging their bat.
Oh, good
a
pitch
big
there.
cut, but great pitch by Mr. Cox. So Hendricks goes down for the first out in the 8th. That's going to bring up Duncan Lutz, the DH, and he's hitting for Josh Griffiths now, who is the third baseman, was the starting pitcher. So Lutz hitting with 1 out, looking to get something started for the Panthers.
Pretty pitch, Tim.
Yeah, it was. He's been able to throw that pitch all day long.
You know,
All day long. A little low. Even just count 1 apiece. He is a quick worker. I just dropped my head and he's already delivering the ball. But sometimes that can work to your disadvantage if you're working too quick. Dunk calling time to get it started. See now that quick working's got it behind 3-1. Be interesting to see if Duncan reaches if we go with a little quicker base runner. Duncan's pretty good for his size, but we got some kids behind him that can run pretty good, and there it is.
There's the walk,
There's
Tim.
the walk. That sometimes that quick.
Yep.
That
could
quick,
open up the spillway right here at Swanoochie Creek.
Yeah, and there goes going to talk for a runner, I'm sure.
And you got to Tim, he's sitting. He coming in 85, 90. That's 94 pitches he's thrown.
Right, and there's your pinch runner coming in. I'm not sure exactly who it is. Can't tell. The pitcher. That's the first visit for the pitcher from Echols County, for the coach from Echols County.
And he ain't going to take him out. He's going to leave him in.
No,
you're right. He's taking him out,
No.
Tim.
My goodness, he is. That's a gutsy call right there.
Boy. And he might be over the limit. I don't know. I mean, but you said
Unless he
that
threw
played.
some Tuesday night. I mean, he may be looking at a fresh arm, but
He ain't wanting to go out. You see him arguing with the coach, man. Let
well,
me
I can't
finish
blame
it.
you if I'd have pitched like that. I remember one time at junior college, I pitched. I was ahead 1-0 in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs and a runner on second. The kid hit a pop up to second. My second baseman went back to catch it routine. He fumbled over his feet and it dropped, and made it 1-1. And the coach told me, "So you're not going out for the 10th?" I said, "Man, I pitched 9. Let me go." He said, "No,
That's right.
I'm not on. 9's your limit." So then we lost 2-1 in 10. So
And that's just heartbreak. And man, he's got, I think I'm right here, 3, 6. I might be off 1. 6 strikeouts, I think, Tim, he's thrown today.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Is it 7?
Yes, he struck out the side in the 6th.
And he's give up, let's see, 3, 6, 8 hits.
Yeah, he's done his job.
Yeah, man, look, they're in position to win the game.
He's done his job. Now we moved some people around. We got Tucker, who is now on the mound. And we played a Chinese, turned the Chinese basket over outside and moved everybody around in the field. So can't really tell you where they're at defensively until they make a catch for Echols. But Echols has brought in the left fielder, Tucker, to try to keep this game going. So both teams have gone to their bullpen. Clinched with Warren Stovall, and Warren's come in and struck out. Oh, good gracious.
Oh, he struck out
3, 4,
2, 4, 5, 7,
6.
I think, Tim.
That's probably right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe you're right, 7. So let's see what's happening here. We still have a run at first, folks. 1 out in the 8th, tied 1 apiece.
And the umpire says, let's play ball, so we're getting ready, Tim. Who's the batter for the Panthers? That Brent's Casey.
Brenson's going to be the first batter for the Panthers here in the 8th with one out and a runner at first. Duncan Lutz coaxed a walk from Cox, who's the last batter he'll face for the game. Now we have a courtesy runner or a pinch runner, and I'm sure Duncan will go back in to be the DH in case they have to hit again. But
At 15, where was he playing? In outfield, Tim?
I had him in left field.
Okay.
He was in the outfield somewhere. Fouled off the shins for a strike. So
now the question is if Coach Lee's going to bring
Tucker
Stovall
comes in
back
throwing
in next inning, Tim. Oh,
fly
that
ball hit to
Brent.
left, right, center. Is it going to fall? It's going to fall.
Oh, great catch. No, he called it.
He makes the catch.
Man, what a catch. Over his head, Tim.
Wow.
Looked like one of them Danny Werfel touchdowns back in the day from the Gators. I mean, a great catch.
I thought maybe the ball fell, but wow. That's a huge out for the Cats.
Man.
Huge out for the Cats because that keeps the runner at first. 2 outs, and Josh Piegler's up.
The pride of Manor.
In the second, a bad throw gets by.
Oh, it's going to get by him, and he's going to stay at good job.
Center fielder did a good job backing up.
He's the one just made the catch, too, Tim.
So we got a runner in scoring position anyway. 2 outs, a base hit. I'm sure they're running on contact.
I think that's Greer running for the Panthers, number 4.
Umpire having a conversation with somebody down there. Not exactly sure what it's all about. Somebody on the Clinch side.
I don't know if he's got a chest protector on, Tim.
It is. I think he does, but you're right.
Low pitch. Man, a base hit here by Piegler would
it would be huge.
Go.
Pass
Good
ball
eye,
would be huge
Piegler.
too,
That's
and
going to
there it
move
is.
him to third, Tim.
That's right. Clinch may get a run without swinging the bat.
2-out rally on the way.
And all started with a walk. Stolen base. Pitching the dirt. So 90 feet away from taking the go-ahead run is the Clinch County Panthers.
And I think
ball, a back-to-back walk. Let's see what happens if he puts the runners in motion here. You got 2 outs and a runner on first and third. Sometimes you'll send the runner early to try to draw a run down and get that run in before the third out's made. So.
And Josh is, man, he's quick. So he's got a good set of wheels.
The other thing you do if you send the guy early, sometimes you get the pitcher to balk. So a lot of things can happen here, and I don't think Coach Douglas is above trying anything because he's got to have a win here today. Langston Hendricks, the right fielder.
Oh.
Fly ball hit behind third.
I think it's going to get out of here, Tim.
It's going to get out of play. So that's 1 strike. Here we go. I think he might have missed a sign there because he's going down to talk to Coach Edwards at first.
I don't know who the umpire keeps talking to over there in the dugout, Tim.
The wing of the dugout sticking out, and we could have players or coaches hanging out.
He's done that 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I think you're going to see.
I think he's saying, I ain't going to tell you no more.
I think you're going to see Mr. Piegler going here pretty quick. There he goes. Ball gets by the catcher. He's
he's coming home, and he'll score, Tim. Piegler can go to third, and he will.
So Clinch takes the go-ahead run on the pinch runner, scoring on a pitch in the dirt. Gets an excellent read.
Man.
And that's going to allow Piegler to go all the way to third. So Clinch takes a 2-1 lead here in the 8th. 2 outs, and they're still hitting. Langston Hendricks still at the plate, so they can add more damage.
You know, Tim, that the backstop has saved the Panthers today. It didn't for the Eagles right there.
Well, that ball kicked off his shin guard is actually what happened. Down never got to the backstop. Catcher went to block it, and it kicked off his shin guard up third baseline a little bit. So that allowed.
Langston's going to hit one to second.
Throws him out, but not before the Panthers scratch out a run. They're ahead 2-1 going to the bottom of the 8th. Be back in 60 seconds.
Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-GO, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia. At Burke CPAs, Services, helping small businesses with their accounting needs, is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's Professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We are your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll, 912-490-7142.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Camping World of Valdosta, located in Lake Park, is your one-stop destination for all your camping needs. Stop by to see your dreams of quality time with your family become a reality. Whether it's tailgating with your air-conditioned camper, taking a trip to the mountains or beach with your family, or driving your motorhome to a faraway destination, Camping World has it all. Let us put you and your family in a camper for as little as $99 per month. And remember, when you buy a camper from Camping World of Valdosta, you receive a free Elite Good Sam membership, roadside assistance, and travel assist for 1 year.
All right, Tim, finally the Panthers take the lead 2-1 here in the 8th inning.
Bottom of the 8th, Echols County back to the wall. They got 3 outs to try to tie this thing up or win it. Clinch was able to scratch across the run in the top of the 8th and the 7th and the 8th to take a 2-1 lead.
And
tied at 1 after 7 and scratch across the 8th, the run in the 8th. So leadoff batter is going to be number 19, George, for Echols County. He takes first pitch low. Now you might see them being their down a run, taking a strike. A lot of times that's what coaches have them take a strike just to see if they can get ahead in the count, get a base runner on somehow.
And Coach Lee's going to leave Warren in the game.
2-0. I see Josh Griffith's mama back there pacing.
Yeah.
So George gets ahead 2-0. See what Warren can do here if he can come back with those strikes.
Oh.
Ground ball hit. Second baseman, Josh.
Brent's got him. Good
the
job. Great play by Brent and the first baseman.
Right for the first out of the inning. Surprised to see George swing there. I thought he might have taken a strike, but he's aggressive. So Echols is down to their final 2 outs here. Try to put this thing to the 9th inning or walk off with a win here. That's going to the top of the order now, number 30. The catcher, McLeod, is up. Hard hit ground ball. Looks like it's going to be in the hole.
And it is, Tim.
It's going to be a base hit. So Echols is not going quietly.
Clawing back.
So single by the catcher, McLeod. And there's a tying run at first. Looks like we'll get a courtesy runner possible for the catcher. That's going to bring up number 15, the pitcher, Tucker. He came in relief of Cox after 1 out in the 8th.
And we'll be playing with Statenville comes to Homerville next Tuesday, so we'll turn
right?
we'll turn right around and play them 5 days from now. So this is a rainout game earlier in the year. The Panthers weather got us. Stovall trying to hang in there and get the win.
Echols at the top of their order, number 15, left field. The pitcher, Tucker, takes first pitch outside for a ball. Been a good ball game, folks. Hate to see anybody lose this game here.
Oh,
up
boy.
and inside, almost hit him. That's ball 2, 2-0. Warren can come back. He needs to fill up the strike zone. We certainly don't need to put the first 2 runners on here.
No, Warren's up above 50 pitches now.
Back, throws the first. Back in time, safe. Looked like Tucker was squaring the bunt, which is
I don't know if he just...
That would get the runner to second unless he's going to fake it.
And he does it again, Tim, and he fakes it, but that'll be a strike there, brother.
Stovall, is it 2-1 or 2-2? I think I think it's 2-1. I believe. Now, don't hold me to it now. I missed one earlier in the game.
Good
Swing and a
pitch.
miss. That makes it 2-2.
Right.
Tucker came up empty.
Big out here if Stovall can get this one.
It is, because you know who's on deck. The massive first baseman.
That's right. Oh, and he hit him, Tim.
Hit him in the kneecap.
Big, boy.
I bet Coach Douglas just...
Oh, man, that is big for
I think his
Echols.
blood pressure just spiked.
Mm.
So now you got Roberts up, the big kid right here.
The Jolly Green Giant's going
Right.
to step up and
He can change the course of this game with one swing.
mm.
So we got runners at first and second. One out in the eighth. Echols trailing 2-1.
Runners on first and second,
First and
Tim.
second. And we're having
Look,
some kind
I
of
mean,
conversation.
Stovall's been the ace all year, you know.
Right.
So I mean, that's your horse. You got to ride him in there. This game today is way bigger than them 2 games I guess coming up this weekend.
The
Tim.
most important game you play is this one, especially a region game.
That's right.
When you're in the lead, you do not want to give up one. Roberts is hitting. Runners on first and second. One out. Ball high and outside. Ball 1. Stovall seems to
Boy,
not
we
be
don't-
real comfortable right now. I think the curveball that hit Tucker, he had some concern about. Maybe he's in the strike zone. Not sure what he's calling.
Well, you don't want to load the bases here, Tim, with 1 out.
No, and the other thing you don't want to do is you don't want to lay one over the middle. 'Cause
No.
This big fella, I imagine, can hit it the distance if you give it to him. We got a balk? No.
Well,
He did,
Yeah,
sure
he
did.
balked.
So we got runners at second and third. Is that
What
right?
What did he do, Tim? Did he?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Now the umpire in the outfield calls that, right?
Well, either one can call it. But apparently he called a balk. That's the only I can figure because runners are at second and third.
Oh man.
And the big fella's still at second. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't see Coach Douglas put him on. The reason being is his run doesn't matter. If the run from second scores, it's over with. So
Good
held the
hit.
cut.
Oh, that was. If he makes contact, Tim, we could get the trailer hit out
Roberts
here, man.
he wasn't gonna get cheated. That's for sure. See with Warren, it's gonna be man against man here. See if Roberts can come up with it in the dirt.
Good catch by
Down
Langston.
low.
Panthers hanging on with just a fingernail here, up 2-1 here in the 8th.
Tie and run 90 feet away. One out. Infield is in, I'm sure, to cut the run off at the plate. 2-1.
Good pitch. Got
Strike
it, boy.
call, strike 2.
I didn't think he was going to call that one, Tim. It might have been a little high for his medicine because he's been called them low all day. 2-2.
That's 2-2. This will be a big strikeout here.
Man, huge. Oh,
Yeah,
and
he
he got
went.
him to swing. He
went.
got him.
He
Yes,
sure
sir.
did. He offered at it.
Big strikeout for Stovall. Woo, I can see Coach Lee just breathing a little bit better over there.
Yeah, he can because that was the most dangerous hitter they have. But
This one's
Cox.
come up. That's right.
Cox is up the pitcher, and he's been a force all day as well.
Umpire's talking to.
He's talking to the batter.
Yeah, let's get in here. Let's go.
Time to eat.
Yeah, that hamburger and hot
Time to
dog
eat.
smelling
He
good.
was smelling that smoke for 8 innings now.
Well, Tim,
Second, third. See,
hero or zeros
that's
right here.
That's right. One side's going to be smiling, one side going to be crying. They're going to put him on, load the bases.
Well, and that's not a bad job. Is it, Tim, you need
No,
one out. It doesn't matter.
Here's the way you look at it is he's one of the better hitters. The guy behind him hadn't done much, so that loads the base. It also creates a force for your middle infielders.
Anywhere.
So that
I got
allows
to touch the bag.
That allows you to increase your chances because look here, if the ground ball gets through, the guy from second's going to try to score. It's at least a tie game. So that guy, he has no bearing on the game other than helping you.
Oh boy, that's big, Langston.
Other than
Great
helping
job.
You, Kyle.
I've called him Langston all night.
Now what's
I'm
interesting
sorry,
is
Kyle.
you've got a pinch runner at third, and we're not sure. To be a good base runner, you got to read the pitch, and in dirt, you got to be thinking about moving up. That's
Good
right.
pitch.
I can
Man,
tell you that's right.
Kyle has saved several tonight like that.
He has. He does a good job of keeping the ball in front of him. If it kicks off your shin
Yeah,
yards,
he
that's
lets
you
it
get in
hit him.
trouble.
It doesn't matter. He'll sacrifice everything. Go.
it gets
That one
underneath. But see, it's
Woo.
that short backstop. has saved the Panthers a couple times, because that certainly would have been a run. That ball trickled back to the backstop. I'm really a little surprised that they may not have made an effort to, because it kind of got to the backstop and died.
Yeah, it died.
2-1. Stephanie back there.
Boy.
3-1.
Tim, know where to put this one, brother.
That's right. Now the question maybe putting the last guy on, but it's 3-1.
Oh,
2
man.
outs. All Warren's got to do is throw it in the strike zone.
Great game here.
Nail biter.
Oh, and that's going to walk into tie and run, Tim.
Well, folks, we're going to play at least one more. Possibly. Depending on what happens here, because now Clinch's back is definitely to the wall with the bases loaded. Tie score.
You're looking, I'm counting here. Trying to count, see how many pitches
And
Warren
the shortstop Jones is up. You got 2 outs still. 2-2.
Warren's at 64 pitches, Tim. But I mean, it doesn't matter at this point.
No, it doesn't. I mean, this is gonna be this is gonna be it. And you know, you feel bad because Echols County gave up the second run on the pass ball. You hope it doesn't happen to Clinch and allow Echols to steal a win. Ball outside, ball 1.
That's 4 balls in a row, Tim.
Sometimes as a pitcher, you try to squeeze that ball a little harder and kind of aim it up there. And if you aim it many times, you don't have much control over it.
There it
That's
is.
just right. 1-1. Good job by Warren coming back after being a little bit around the strike zone.
Maybe that'll break the ice for him.
So Jones, the shortstop, looking to be the hero with a walk-off here.
Oh.
Outside, 2-1. 2-2 in this Region 2A matchup.
Bottom of the 8th.
Bottom of the 8th. Bases loaded. 2-1.
There it is.
Swing
Good
and a miss.
pitch.
2-2. Might have been ball 3.
Oh, man, you're right. That was a big pitch. Got him to chase that one.
Now, I would almost venture to guess that Mr. Jones, unless it's well out of strike zone, will be swinging on this pitch.
There it is.
There it is.
Got
Strike
him.
3.
Good job by Stovall to hold on, Tim. Boy,
Stovall
that was big.
freezes the base runner, but not before Echols County comes back with a big run to tie it up 2 apiece. And, folks, we're going to the 9th. Be back in 60 seconds.
Is Jesus Christ your steering wheel or your spare tire? Sadly, for many, it's a spare tire. We go through life not worrying about the consequences to our actions until we get into a bind. Then we call on Jesus to bail us out. For others who've accepted Him as their Lord and Savior, He is their steering wheel. They realize as they walk through life, He'll be with them step by step, guiding them to their final destination, heaven and eternal life. Which one is it for you?
Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot, and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a Southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes and remember we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal. Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ.
All right, folks, welcome back. We're here in the top of the 9th. 2-2 game. Darius Dorsey, leadoff hitter for Clinch, number 2, the center fielder. Darius started the rally back in the 7th, which allowed Clinch to tie it up. He takes the first pitch for a ball from relief pitcher number 15. That would be Tucker, who was in left field. If you missed us, Echols County's Squeezed one in on a bases-loaded walk to send us to the 9th.
All right, Tim, there's the hero for Clinch. The tying run. One of them, Dorsey scored to tie it up 1-1.
He's the one that started the rally in the 7th to send us to this stage of the game. So he's ahead 2-0. Swing and a miss. That could have been ball 3, but he liked that one, so he made an attempt at it. 1-2 is what the umpire says. Okay, that's why he swung. Then I thought it was 2-1, but apparently,
Tim, I don't know that we've played extra innings this year yet, have we?
that makes it 2-2. Not that I can remember.
I can remember when Ashton played. We played early when it was like 12 innings, 11 or 12 innings. I remember that.
Swing and a miss for
Oh,
the first
man.
out. Dorsey comes up empty. So he goes down swinging for the first out. You can see he drop his head. He thought for sure he was on that one. So that's going to bring up number 7, Tom Langford, who's playing left field, number 1. Clinch looking to try to get a base runner here in the 9th. Not to give Echols a chance to not have to score but one. Well, outside. Ball 1. Ball 2.
All right.
Tom is a small, compact player, so his strike zone is not very big. Pops it up. Like it's going to be behind the dugout. That makes it 2-1.
Man, and you know Echols County's coach, they had the bases loaded, Tim. Great opportunity to steal the game there.
Yeah, well, you know, things have to work your way. You face a good left-hander.
Oh,
Fly
Thomas
ball
gets
hit the
spun to
left
that one.
field. Left fielder's going to go up. Camp under it for the second out.
No, he dropped it, Tim.
Did
He
he?
dropped it, yeah, right last second, but they'll get Thomas trying to get
He
the
does.
second.
Wow. So he dropped the
Man.
ball. Wow. Okay, so we got an error on the 7th, the left fielder, but then the 7-4 for the second out. So they dodge a bullet. They wow.
It hit right to him, and Tim,
Yeah.
I don't know if he got lost in the lights. It just bounced right out of his glove.
Well, these lights are fairly low, so anything hit very high is kind of hard to judge. That's going to bring up Warren Stovall, the pitcher, with 2 outs in the 7th. Excuse me, the 9th. Stovall hits one deep to left field. Back,
he got to look
back,
out. That
back.
could be gone, Tim, and off the wall.
Off the fence. That's going to be a double.
Man, now look, if we hadn't have got thrown out at second there, that was a run scored probably, Tim.
Probably was with Stovall. I mean with
Langford, you
Langford,
know it was.
It was. So clutch Warren Stovall for his 3rd hit of the game, doubles off the left field wall. And that's going to bring up number 7, Jalen Griffiths, who is the shortstop today. So we got runners on runner at second with 2 outs. Let's see if he tries to put him in motion. Ground ball, tap, foul.
Slap it.
Now, a lot of times Coach Douglas will send a runner to 3rd trying to draw a bad throw and try to manufacture a run. And let's see if that happens. Could very easily do it.
Jalen had a big play at shortstop early. He had to charge the ball, got a
He
big
did.
out at
Sure
first.
did. See if he'll take off. There he goes.
You're right, Tim. He went to 3rd. Jeremy
Safe.
says that's Lee says he's safe and oh boy, he come off the bag for some reason. Tim.
Well, he was following the third baseman. The third baseman walks to the pitcher. There's nobody there to hold him back.
Woo!
So stolen
Great
base.
call
there
by
it
Lee.
is. So, and tell you something else, Coach Douglas is not above, and that's squeezing here, sending the runner and bunting him. They tried to try to get the 3rd run and have Jalen have a perfect bunt. So anything's possible here. Clinch is in position.
With 1 out, Tim.
2 outs.
2 outs. We got 2 outs.
Remember, Dorsey struck out, and then Tom got thrown out.
Oh, that's
Tom
right, at
stretched it to a
second.
double.
That's right. Boy.
Stovall with a clutch double and steals 3rd, so Clinch is 90 feet away from taking the lead in this nail-biter in the Region 2 game here.
Boy, this has been the best game all year, Tim.
It's been a good one. Been a good one for Echols, not for Clinch.
Oh, good eye by.
Upstairs. Makes it 1-1.
Jalen steps back. Nope, he'll call time. Pitch on the way.
A little high. 2-1. We got 2 balls and a strike here. If Jalen somehow coaches a walk, I'm not sure Coach Douglas won't send him to first early. The second early, trying to create a
good eye by,
there it is.
and
He
that's the
walks.
walk,
Let's see
Tim.
if he sends him. If he sends him, he may not with Duncan coming up.
Well, now, if you're the other team, do
Kyle
you tell
Hendricks
him,
now up.
you tell your catcher not to throw this. Is that right, Tim?
Well, I mean, you need to try to keep as many runs off the board as you can. It depends. Probably might throw it back to the pitcher.
yeah,
hoping
try to
you
set
get,
us up.
Hope you get the third baseman. Some people would throw it to the second baseman as he comes in to cover the bag, but that's not a very high percentage play.
Good eye, Tim.
There
That's
he
4
goes.
balls in a row.
There he goes. I mean, I think the pitcher anticipated that too. So Griffiths pedals down to second, uncontested. So Clinch with 2 men in scoring position. That ball's hit deep. It might be out of here.
Big hit.
That ball might be back. It might be out of here.
And it is. It's out of here, Tim.
A 3-run homer by
Woo.
Kyle Hendricks has opened this game up, folks. And that ball left the bat. I had a pretty good idea. It was this park wouldn't hold it. So.
I heard the crack back here.
So that's a huge 3-run home run by Kyle Hendricks, and that's going to put Clinch up 5-2 in the 9th.
Tim, the time he made contact, you could tell that one was gone.
Yeah, the ball was hit deep enough.
Great
You knew.
shot to left field. Boy, Coach Lee's going to breathe a little bit better now.
That makes it 5-2, but Clinch is still hitting and Duncan LUTZ up. Don't be surprised they could add more to it. Sometimes when the floodgates open, they open.
We hadn't had a back-to-back in a while, have we?
So this all started with Warren Stovall with a leadoff double, open the inning, and then a walk to Jalen Griffiths.
There's
ball's
another
pretty
hit.
deep
It's
to the
hit
left
good.
field. It's going to be in foul territory, though, and out
Tim,
of play.
they're picking on the left fielder, it looks like now.
Well, they've timed up the pitcher for Echols County a little better. So, and Clinch is a good hitting team. You know, I'm sure the coach from Echols knew that the longer it went,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
the greater the chances that they're going to get untracked here.
Oh, boy, that's a lazy curve coming
Kyle
in.
Hendricks got untracked. And, boy, fellas, if you want a good deal on your car getting worked on, go to Sam tomorrow.
That's right.
That's
a
that's
hard
base
shot, Tim.
That's a base hit. I can tell you that all day long. Clinch still swinging.
And, man, we've hit the ball great. Well, as far as hits, we're finally catching up with some runs now off the hit.
Their coach going out, and he's I guess he might be going to make a change. Yeah, 15's ready to give it up.
Yeah, man. And look, we talked about it.
He may leave him in because in this situation, there's no sense in wasting another arm.
Yeah, you got 2 outs, Tim, and they don't have but 12 players on the team.
Well, it's 5-2. Oh, he is going to he'll give it back to.
I don't think nobody wants the ball right now.
Yeah, number 15 gave it to 16. Not sure if.
I think he's saying, all right, we're going to play rock, paper, scissors right here to see who gets to pitch.
It might be the old joke about football, and they said give Calhoun the ball.
Yeah.
And the
Calhoun say he don't want the ball.
But now we're going to bring in Jones, the shortstop. He's going to face Brent Cason.
Bring our logo up there, Daniel. Our QR code on the screen. Y'all see this? If you'll scan it, that'll lock you in to become part of the Creekbox Nation. You'll see our logo around town. Mr. Barron's working on that. We'll probably put it on the trailer. It's just like a barcode. You screen it, and it'll auto-scan it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tim. Scan it, and that'll lock you into the Creekbox Nation. We want to give another shout-out because we started, Tim. It's a quick game, but now we're running in extra innings. We want to give our sponsors a shout-out. They make it possible. We have LUTZ, Brown, PEAGLER, and Manley, Homerville Jewelers, Lolita's Snow Cone, the Shack Cafe, the Country Cabin, Mike's Golf Cart, Burt Accounting, Camping World of Valdosta, Popeyes and Dairy Queen, Lee Engineering, Valdosta Orthopedic, and Feed and Seed, Tim. And like Tim says, if somebody out there wants to become a sponsor, Barry can go out there. You see the commercials. They're very professional, do a great job here at Creekbox. And we can do it. Like Tim said, man, this we have more viewers in other countries than we do here in Homerville.
You're not locked into a range like you are at TV stations or a time slot because even if this game you don't see it live, we have on-demand TV, so you can go to the website and pull it up and watch anything you want to whenever you want to. And all those commercials are still right there.
That's right, man. And we got a big crowd that follows us in the military. A lot of military family out there.
A lot of relatives are stationed out, and grandparents away that watch us and things like that. So Jones comes in, and he's going to face Brent's Case, and Brent hits a fly ball to the right field. Looks like the right fielder.
And he'll get it, Tim.
He camps under it and records the third out, but not before. Clinch County scores 3 big runs on a 3-run homer by Kyle Hendricks to take a 5-2 lead.
Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has been setting the standard in South Georgia for quality orthopedic and medical care for over 25 years. We don't get to choose when injury or illness will strike, but when they do, the board-certified physicians here will work hard to make sure you recover as soon as possible. Remember, Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has a walk-in clinic where you can get help quick, and special bumps and bruises clinic where middle school and high school athletes can get the best of treatment, even on Saturday mornings after the game. Valdosta Orthopedic Associates, Valdosta, Georgia.
Homerville Feed and Seed can provide nearly all of your farming-related needs, including seed, corn, bulk fertilizer, herbicides, insecticides, and a large variety of other farm products. Evalie and Nick want to remind you that you do not have to shop out of town to find the lowest prices. Our prices are as low or lower than any of those out-of-town companies. Come by and let the friendly staff at Homerville Feed and Seed help you select the farm products you need at the lowest prices around.
Thank you for tuning in to Creek Box tonight to watch the Clinch County Panthers play. You know, a lot of times we get caught up in wins and losses, but at the end of the day, it's all just a game. The only thing that matters in life is, do you know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? The Bible says that whosoever calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
All right, Tim, we're back here in the bottom of the ninth. The Panthers, Kyle Hendricks hit a big bomb, a 3-run shot to put us up 5-2, man.
That's right, and that allows Warren Stovall to come out and be a little looser this inning. Leadoff batter for Echols is number 3, Carter, who was to the right fielder. I'm not sure exactly where he's at because they have moved a lot of folks around. They're on their 3rd pitcher now, even though it's a 5-2 game. They're on their 3rd pitcher. So
Stovall's over 75 pitches now.
Right.
Good pitch there.
Strike. I'm sure if he, this may be his last batter. The reason I say that because I think at 80, you have to have 4 days.
Scott LUTZ did our QR codes, Barry. Hey, so we appreciate Scott LUTZ and Little George giving us a shout out there and locking into the Creek Box Nation.
Well, something Coach Douglas didn't want to do, and they put the leadoff man on here in the 9th.
And that was in 4 pitches, wasn't it,
That was in 4 pitches that weren't real close. So I would not be surprised if we didn't see a change shortly, because he's getting near the limit.
And that's 78 pitches now, Tim.
We'll bring in Jalen Griffiths probably.
And you said that rule, if you get to 80.
He gets an extra day's rest. So with Saturday coming, we've only got 2 days rest to keep him eligible, I believe. So
that'll move Warren probably back to first, Tim.
Well, this probably 78 pitches. He can start at 78. Well, I don't know now. That's going to put him over 80, so that would put another day.
Now, it's not games, it's days. Is that right, Tim?
Days.
So,
it's days.
So he's going to, at least, he's got 78 now, so he's got 2 pitches to give. So
we got 1 out. Nobody out here in the 9th. Carter, the leadoff batter for Echols, draws a walk, and that's going to bring up Speldrick, number 11. He was playing 3rd. I'm not sure where he is because, like I said, they've changed some people around.
Good pitch by Stovall. No outs. Here comes the Statenville fighting back, Tim. Both teams have done a great job, been down and out. They've clawed back in it.
Stovall comes back with 2 quick strikes. fouls it back. So it's 1 and 2.
Everybody in Statenville's here. You can see these lights all over town here in
That's
Echols,
right.
Tim.
It's a big happening when they play ball
I
here.
guarantee you. Oh, good pitch.
That's a strikeout for the first out of the inning. That's probably strikeout 9 or 10 for Stovall, isn't it?
That is 3, 6. That is 8, brother. No, that's 9 because I didn't get the last one, the last inning to get out
That
the
brings
inning.
up number 19, George, who somewhere in the outfield. I think he still might be in center. I'm not sure. So that's 1 out and runner on first. 5-2. Check swing. He calls it a strike.
I guess he said he'd come around on it, Tim. Did the bat come around?
He's got a better angle than we do, I suppose.
Getting late in the game here. No. Good save there by Kyle.
Yeah, that was in the dirt. Evens it up at 1 apiece. Now Echols will be back at the top of the order after George, so we don't need to. It certainly doesn't need to get 2 runners on here.
You got Andre the Giant coming up.
He sure is.
Oh, there's a
Outside.
and it is outside.
2 and 1. 2 and 1. So George trying to keep Echols alive here in the 9th.
Oh, good job by Kyle.
3 and 1. I would think this may be his last batter because he is. We can't afford to keep giving base runners away.
There's a
Fouled out of
foul
play.
that one out.
Coach Douglas may have resigned the fact that he won't have him Saturday and just go ahead and try to get this win.
Yeah, ride him to the end.
It's 2 big games Saturday. You'd like to think your top gun to be under, but here again, this is more. This region game
That's
is
right.
more important because even if you lose one and win the region, you're still guaranteed one of the top 4.
Oh,
Inside.
and that'll
All
be a
4.
walk,
There we
Tim.
go. So Echols County not going quietly.
Tie and run will step to the plate, Tim.
Right, and they're at the top of the order with their best hitters. So 1 out though. So ground ball could get us out of here, or at least cut it down to 1 out. McLeod the catcher, number 30 is hitting.
And I think you're right. I think he's gonna ride Stovall all the way, Tim.
He got to have this win. You know, I mean, that's a tough call. My goodness.
Boy, that one got away from him.
That's a tough call, you know, but whether to pull him or whether to keep him in there. But like you say, you know, this region game trumps everything else. Because you'd hate to look back and think he lost the region title on this game.
Good
Swing
pitch
and a
there.
miss.
Boy, that was a money pitch there.
It is. It's kind of a half-hearted swing by McLeod.
And I would say Creekbox will be doing the game Saturday. The first game will start at 2. And the second game will be after that.
Ball makes it 2 and 1. First game starts at 2.
2 o'clock.
Folks, you'll have all afternoon and probably some early evening baseball Saturday.
Yeah. I don't know that we'll get back before dark. They'll get back before dark if they're.
Just hope you get back before daylight.
Yeah.
Because you're going over to Dothan.
Yeah.
Probably eat at Shoney's in Dothan if you wanted to.
That's right.
So it's 3 and 1 with runners on first and second.
Oh, inside. That's
That
going to
makes it
load
ball
the bases.
4. That's going to load the bases.
Nowhere to put them, Tim. Running out of
Nowhere to put 'em.
bags. And Coach Lee is going to walk up now. Let's see what he's going to do. And it looks like he is going to make a change here. He's pointing to somebody in the outfield.
So Echols County's got the bases loaded with 1 out. Down 3 here in the bottom of the 9th. And Clinch changing
we
pitchers
going?
for the 3rd time.
And
Looks
you're
like
right,
it's like
Tim.
it's Jalen Griffiths coming in. And Jalen's ball has a lot of action on it, and he can be extremely difficult to hit.
Yeah, the winning run will be at the plate now, Tim. We want to, when we're warming up here, I want to remind you to watch the Creekbox lineup on Sunday mornings. You can catch Brother Austin DeLoach at 9:30 and Brother David Johnson immediately after on Creekbox regular programming. Then watch the Trinity Baptist Church Sunday morning service live at 11. If you know of any church or minister that would like to be a part of Creekbox Sunday mornings, contact me, Tim, or Mr. Barron, and we can hook you up. We want to remind you also that Creekbox will be starting our nightly news very soon. We need people to send us video clips of anything you think might be newsworthy. Just video on your cell phone. If you have any announcements you want us to make, let us know. We'll be glad to do that for you. Just give us a call at 912-550-5039, Tim. Well, Tim, Jalen's a sidearm pitcher, and he's got a little zip on the ball.
Right.
But, man, as a pitcher, I know you've pitched. Don't you hate to come in with one out and the bases loaded?
Well, you know, especially when you haven't pitched you come up off a virus and pitch a couple days the other day. You know, it's he starts out throwing strikes. It makes it a whole lot easier on him. But the problem is Echols is in right where they want to be. They got Tucker, that's number 2 hitter batting first, and then you got the giant coming up.
I'm telling.
Jack and the Beanstalk coming up next.
Stovall will finish with 93 pitches, Tim, tonight. So he come in the 5th, I think, the 4th or the 5th, wasn't it? Somewhere in there.
In the 3rd after they scored, when Echols scored one, I think.
You're right. No, they scored it in the 4th, so it was
I think it was early in the 4th when he came in.
So he'll finish with 93.
Ground ball hit the first.
We'll
That's going to tag the runner, but the run scores. That makes it 5-3. 5-3. Runners on second and third. So, in one sense.
And there's 2 outs now. The Panthers are 1 out away, and Andre the Giant is at the mound, Tim.
He's at the plate. You're right.
And Jalen's going to go over and talk to Coach Lee second.
They may put him on just because of the fact that
it's a force. Well,
that's right. It's force out. You got 2 outs. You know, and you don't want to let him beat you.
Lee's walking up. I think you're right. He might do that.
Don't want to beat you. I guess not.
Nope.
They decided to challenge him.
Now, once you pitch to him, Tim, you can't do that. Is that right?
Well, a lot of times you look and see what happens on the first.
So you can walk him after that.
Yeah, I mean, you look and see what happens after the first pitch. You know,
Good pitch. That's 2 strikes. Great pitch in there by Jalen.
You look, see if he throws the first pitch of ball, sometimes they put him on. If you hit in the count, you go ahead and challenge him. This is it, folks. This might wrap it up.
Oh, it's gonna get by Kyle, but great job.
No, they won't change. I doubt they would chance that here.
Kyle's
take the bat out of the big guy's hands. So the big guy with one swing could tie this thing up. But he's down to his last strike, so we'll see what happens. You got Jalen Griffiths battling the big first baseman, Roberts.
Oh, boy, there's going to come a
break.
run, and that'll score, Tim. 1 run away from tying it now.
That makes it 5-4. 5-4 to tie and run at third.
90 feet away from going to inning number 10, Tim. I've got to start on a new piece of notebook paper if we get out of this inning.
So I'm trying to figure out what the count is back there. I think it's 2-2.
I don't know. The umpire looks mad. He's working on 2 games, getting paid right here.
I think it's 2-2. I know there's 2 strikes. See what happens here. If he shuts him down, or we're going to keep going.
Oh, and it's
ball
going to
hit
be
up the
hit.
middle.
We got to make the call. Brent's, it's a hit. We're tied up, Tim.
Brent's Cason can't come up with that ball up the middle. So, folks,
oh, man.
Echols County, the Wildcats will not go away. So Echols has tied it up again in the 9th.
You hear the crowd. You see the Panthers' faces. We all shaking our head back there, the Panther fans, and the Echols County fans are going crazy, Tim.
That's going to tie it up 5-5 with a winning run at first with 2 outs in the 9th. And
man,
you couldn't write this any better. I mean, this is just one of them games that.
And you have he's hit good all the whole game, Tim. We walked him earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so. This was the pitcher Cox. We're gonna have a courtesy runner for the first baseman.
Well, Jimmy come in. We thought we was going to get out of here,
That's
Jimmy.
right.
You jinxed us by coming in here getting ready to go.
Our lead engineer, Jimmy, came in.
Hey,
Jimmy,
Lord.
next time bring your rabbit's foot. We need all the help we can get.
Go out there and find us some 4-leaf clover somewhere. There, we're outside. The good thing about it, we have the runners on first, Tim. He's not on third. We'd be in a mess.
Well, we've dodged bullets all night long.
There it is.
Inside.
Oh, no, you're right.
Thought it almost hit him.
2 balls on him. Panthers just need 1 out. Is that right, Tim? We have 2 outs.
That's right. 2 outs. Tie game.
3 balls, Tim. Jalen struggling a little bit on the mound here, trying to find the strike zone.
Well, that ground ball up the middle, you think you may be out of it, but
Brent's laid out for it. I think he just
kind of a tough play behind
it
second.
was.
And it's just one of them things. He
That's
was able to block it from going any farther, but now Echols has got the winning run at second. Still
base
2
hit
outs.
wins the game here, Tim. There's 2 outs, so they're running.
Good. This is going to be up to second baseman, number 6, Maury, comes up with 2 men on, 2 outs.
You know, the Panthers, we've hit the ball good, and we come over here.
Langston, first cousin, talking to him.
Yeah, saying, come on, let's go.
I'm really surprised the umpire's allowing this to happen. He's looking at him like, what's going on?
You know, and like I say, Tim, Echols has played so good, you hate to see any team lose. Coming back with the Panthers, we thought we'd done enough to come back and steal a game with the big home run by Kyle Hendricks. Put us up by 3.
Yeah, that was a tremendous shot in the arm, but thank goodness it was.
Oh, yeah.
Because we'd been halfway home if it hadn't been for that. Echols is playing the game of their lifetime tonight.
Been a while since Panthers played 10 innings of baseball, but if we can get this last out,
we
we'll.
might have to.
There's a good pitch. There's some heat on that one. Good
Swing
job.
and miss, so that's strike 1, I believe, isn't it?
Yep. What position? This is the 4th batter in the lineup, Tim?
1, 2, 5th. Cox is number 4, who was the opening pitcher.
There it is.
Fouled out of play. So it's 0-2, but it's 5-5, folks, here in the bottom of the 9th. Runners on first and second. Clinch desperately wanting to keep that runner at second and not allow the 6th run in, which would give Echols County the victory. Foul back, so
I don't know what Langston said to him,
Moore's
Tim.
hanging tough.
Looks like Jalen's throwing a little bit harder. Batter's hanging tough.
2 strikes. First and second. 5-5, bottom of the 9th. Jalen Griffiths on the mound.
Got him.
Swing
Good
and a
pitch.
miss. I think that's 3 outs.
Yep, that's 3 outs, but not before they tie it, Tim.
Yeah, here we go, folks. We're going to inning number 10. 5-5. Echols comes across with 3 runs miraculously to tie this thing up. So we'll be back in 60 seconds.
LUTZ, Brown, Peagler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. LUTZ, Brown, Peagler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers! Homerville Jewelry on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Come out to Lolita's for the best cold treats and hot sweets around. You'll be glad you did. Located on Highway 84 East in Homerville, Lolita invites everyone to enjoy our outdoor seating, our New Orleans-style snowballs, and fresh mouth-watering beignets. Don't forget our tasty chili dogs. For your convenience, Lolita's is open Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come cool off or heat up at Lolita's, East Highway 84 in Homerville.
All right, here we are, top of the 10th. We're all tied up 5-5 here in Region 2A baseball here on Creek Box TV between Stateville, and there's Josh Piegler. He'll lay down a hit for the Panthers. Leadoff man will get on. Another hit. The Panthers have 3, 6, 9, 12 hits today. So Piegler will get on for the Panthers. Echols clawed back to tie this game. They were out of it 5-2 off a big home run by Kyle Hendricks. And the Echols came back and tied it up 5-5. So here we are in the top of the 10th. Panthers will get the leadoff runner on. And that'll bring up Langston Hendricks. Piegler looked like he was going to move over to second.
Clinch has got the leadoff runner on.
Oh, a little inside there, Tim.
That's right. We got Josh Piegler led off with a base hit, I believe, didn't he?
Yeah, great hit.
Langston with a big cut comes up empty.
As quick as the first 7 innings went, Tim, the last 3 has been longer.
Well, we've had a pile of base runners and a pile of balls.
Oh,
Swing and a miss.
Good pitching in there by Echols. Langston with a big strikeout.
That's the first big out of the inning. Kind of surprised he didn't continue to bunt. But still, Clinch still has a runner on. 1 out here in the 10th. Darius Dorsey, center fielder, number 2, is going to be coming up here trying to attempt to move Piegler around the bases.
And Tim, we're Clinch County, you know, they play a doubleheader, so we're burning up pitchers at this point, man. You're running out of pitching, both
right.
teams.
Well, too, the thing is now you're going to get back fairly late. You got back late the other night, Tuesday night, so you start worrying about a situation where your kids are going to be rested. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, it was after 10 because the bus followed us all the way from Turner.
And then Saturday you're going to be leaving fairly early. That's going to kick off the shin guard and move him to second. There it is.
There's Piegler will move over to second.
That's right. That's a great block attempt by the catcher, but it just kicked off his shin guard and carried him all the way up to first base dugout. So Piegler's at second. And Darius takes the first pitch for a ball.
Oh,
healthy cut.
Yeah, that was a good cut and good pitch by Echols.
You don't mind seeing your players take a cut like that. I mean, just that chance there would, okay, we'll see what we got. We'll give him some kind of signal. We might bunt him to third. Wouldn't be surprised now. Bunt him to third here, or fake bunt steal, 1 of the 2. Looking for a bad throw that might coax another run in. There's the bunt.
It's going to be low.
Takes it for a low.
Echols playing the game of their life here. Region 2A baseball, man.
And coming back.
Yeah.
Coming back like they have in the 8th and the 9th.
Will not go away. Oh, Dorsey's going to
bunt.
lay down.
There's
that is a pretty.
Here. There's nobody here. Gets
They
the
got
out,
him.
though. Good job. Good job defensively by Echols. So Echols records the second out of the inning.
And Piegler will slide to third for the Panthers.
So Clinch has the go-ahead run 90 feet away. Tom Langford up. Tom's a great bunter, so you might see a squeeze here out of Coach Douglas.
He got thrown out at second, man. Had a deep hit. No. Got greedy on it.
Well, he's an aggressive kid. You know, you can't blame him.
No, Lord. And he's got the speed to do it. Good pitch in there.
He's an aggressive kid, and he's going to give you all he's got, you know. He gets thrown out like that, as close as that was, you just say, son, I appreciate you. Your
Ooh,
effort. 2 strikes.
man.
Quickly in the hole, 0-2. So Jones is
The third pitcher for Echols, isn't
come
it,
in
Tim?
and done a good, and all their pitchers have looked pretty good. You know, a lot of times you may get behind, you know,
You fall off.
block in front, good block by the catcher McLeod. 1-2, so Clinch looking for some way to get that 6th run across and take a lead here in the top of the 10th. Curveball, there it is. That's
going
going
to
to
get by him. Piegler will score. So the pride of Manor puts the Panthers back on top, 6-5, Tim.
Wild pitch. Scored him there. That ball was in the dirt, and the catcher tried to backhand it rather than blocking it. It kicked off the back of his glove. So.
And, man, even if he'd have got there, Tim, the pitcher was late covering home plate, it looked like.
Well, I meant when he went to block it, he didn't slide his body in front of it. He could, you know, with a runner on third, that's something that you really encourage your catcher to do, because if you can't block the pitch, that takes some of the pitches away from your pitcher. He can use like the curveball. But that's the 6th run, and Tom Langford was smart enough not to swing at it. That evens it up at 2-2.
2-out rally again for the Panthers.
Yeah, that 3rd out has been elusive for both teams here late in the game.
Oh,
that's a line drive.
Flat. That's going to fall, Tim.
That's going to fall for a base hit, so the wild pitch wouldn't have mattered if Langford comes through. And singles to right center. So Panthers are still alive.
The 13th hit today for the Panthers.
Langford coming up with Stovall at the plate. Wouldn't be surprised to see possibly Coach Douglas put Langford in motion and let Stovall try to swing and move him around the 3rd. 2 outs. Clinch looked dismal for Clinch, but they were able to manufacture a run.
2.5 hours.
Pass balls.
We've been playing
there it
baseball.
Is, that ball outside, yeah. Catchers are earning their money tonight,
man,
for sure.
Don't you know? One good thing, it's cooled off a little bit, Tim.
Yeah, it's pretty comfortable out there. Not as cool as it has been.
Ooh, boy.
Inside, he's still in 2nd.
Oh,
safe.
Good throw, Tim. I think he said he's safe.
I think he beat the throw.
Woo, boy, what a play. Catcher comes up for Echols and zips it down there. I thought he might have come off the bag,
I think the ball,
Tim.
The ball came out of his glove, I think, at the end. Did you applied the tag? I think the ball came out. So it looked like Stovall's leg. Langford's leg is okay on that. So base hit here would make it a 2-run bulge.
That's going to get by him. It'll move him to 3rd.
Another curveball. It's hard for a catcher to block, and they're.
Well, like you said, he's caught now for 2.5 outs.
Well, that too, but that curveball, when it's got a different spin, it hops up, and that one caught him in the shoulder. There's not much he can do about that. He tried his best to block it, but they just carry him off his shoulder. That's one of them things. Clinch has been very fortunate on pass balls. Have stayed close, but Echols just bitten them 3 or 4 times.
Oh.
Swing and a miss.
Cut in there by Stovall. He ended up with 93 pitches thrown this evening.
Makes it 3-1.
He's going to slap that one to 3rd.
3rd baseman backhands it. Throws to 1st. A little high, but he's going over there to a 6'5" first baseman, so he's able to stab it. Stovall's recorded on the ground out to 3rd, but not before Josh Piegler scores the go-ahead run here in the 10th. So Clinch is looking to hang on for a 6-5 victory back in 60 seconds for the bottom of the 10th.
The Shack Cafe is now open in Pearson, Georgia. For the best breakfast and lunch buffets in South Georgia, check out the Shack Cafe. You can dine in, order takeout, or use our fast and efficient drive-thru. We have a wide variety of meals, sandwiches, and burgers. Oh yeah, and after breakfast and lunch at the Shack Cafe, drive on over to the Country Cabin Steakhouse for dinner. Just off the Pearson-Douglas Highway, we are known for the best steaks and seafood in South Georgia. And don't forget, the Country Cabin Steakhouse can host all of your holiday parties, events, and meetings.
Hi, I'm David Johnson, pastor at Trinity Baptist Church. Man, Jesus has dramatically changed my life. And I want you to know He'll do the same for you if you'll give Him that opportunity.
Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-GO, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia.
All right. Look, y'all see our 1-800 number. If you'll text that, man, when Creekbox rolls into the community, you see us with, we do all the Region 2A baseball games, try to get them in. And if you'll give us a shout out, let us know what's going on in your community, what you got upcoming, and about your players and coaches, man, we'd love to get that out. We're proud of our rural Georgia Region 2A players here.
All right, here we are on the bottom of the 10th. Clinch holding a 6-5 lead. The pitcher, Jones, leading off. Fouls the first pitch back. Jalen Griffiths delivers.
Oh, that's going to be a little low.
In the dirt. He was at 1-1.
That one got away from him, it looked like, Tim.
This game has been back in two the last 2 or 3 innings. One to take the lead, one to give it back, one to take the lead.
Hey, seesawed all
That's
night,
right.
brother.
That's right. We're in the bottom of the 10th with a 6-5 lead.
Good
Swing and a miss. So
pitch.
Jalen Griffiths on relief of Warren Stovall, who's on relief of Josh Griffiths. So Clinch going deep in their pitching rotation, which is pretty strong for Class A.
Oh, there it
That
is.
ball
Oh,
line drive. Looks like
it's
it's going
gonna
to
get away
Warren
from
makes
him.
Attempt. But he's safe at first.
man, that was,
So
you going to score that a hit, Tim? It was.
That ball was hit kind of soft. And Warren Stovall attempted to come up and get it, but the ball squirted away from him. So Jones is on with an
Tying
infield
runs on, Tim.
hit. Infield hit to start the 10th. So they're tying runs on. That's going to bring up number 3, Carter, who I believe is in the outfield somewhere. But like I said, Echols has moved some folks around due to some pitch changes and not exactly sure where everybody's at in the field. See, it's a bunt situation, possibly. There it is, a high pitch. The ball 1.
And no outs, Tim.
No outs.
I bet they've run out of hot dogs up at the concession stand, Tim.
I'm sure they have.
Squares it up again.
It's a bunt up in the air, bunt foul. That could definitely have been a double play, but evens the count at 1-1.
We see Kyle's mom and daddy standing there. Sam, you talking about a good fella. He's about as good a mechanic, like you say, Tim, they are.
Yeah, he can. If you have a problem with your vehicle, he can pretty well diagnose it. Bunt situation again. He misses.
He did.
So Echols has had several bunt opportunities, but I don't think they've gotten one down yet, have they?
I know.
So
They've been called, 2 of them, I think, were strikeouts. They tried to do it on 3rd pitch.
well, when you don't bunt very well, that puts your hitter in the hole. You give away 2 strikes, and that's what's happened. So see what Carter can do with 2 strikes here.
He's going to swing away
Fouls
now,
it
Tim.
off, so staying alive. Looked to me like the batter may have been running, which is dangerous. That could run you into a double play real quick. But all coaches have different strategies and different ideas. They know the team's better than we do, so he must have felt pretty good about doing that.
There it is.
Ground
Gonna
ball
hit it.
foul.
Man,
A
he's hanging tough.
A ground ball would be made to order for the Panthers. They make it turn a double play, and that would certainly.
Echols has a double play tonight, don't they, Tim?
They
They
do.
got one back
They
in the
sure did.
6th
They
inning to
did.
get out of a.
Yeah, Brent Cason had a check swing that went directly to the second baseman at the bag, and he was able to get Brent at first for the double play.
Oh, good
Swing and a miss.
pitch.
He's stealing. He's out.
Got him. Good job by Kyle Hendricks.
So that's a double play right there. And
1 out away, Tim, from the Panthers getting a big Region 2A win over Echols. So, man, that was just that was a run all the way. He was stealing all the way, I guess, Tim. That was a hit and run.
I'm not sure. Not sure exactly what that was. Usually don't hit and run with 2 strikes. That's the danger you run into right there.
And that's exactly what happened.
That's right. So Echols is down to their last out. Had an opportunity, but has really dug a hole for themselves.
Pretty pitch.
Jalen Griffiths pours in a strike to open up the pitch to number 11, Speldrick. He
Another
swings
pitch.
at strike 2. So
Now the Panther
Jalen
fans.
Griffiths 1 strike away from sealing this thing off, and Clinch Clan would be glad to get out of Statenville to win if they're able to.
There it
3 right
is.
there.
Got him,
Takes
Tim.
call, strike 3. So, folks, this one is finally over with Clinch hanging on for a 6-5 lead, going back into the seesaw match with Echols County. But Clinch is able to get a huge Region 2A victory.
Man, your hearts have to go out to Echols County. They played
They
the best game of the year. They did everything to win the game, Tim, other than
Well, when you come back from a 5-2 deficit in the last inning,
in the 9th inning.
that just shows a lot of character. You know, we wish them well, but you know what? Clinch can't think about this too long because they're going to see them in a few short days.
5 days, brother.
Right.
5 days. We want to remind everybody Creek Box will be representing Region 2A Saturday, starting at 2 with some good rural Georgia baseball, Seminole County and Pelham.
From Region 1A.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
They're Region 1A, we're 2A.
Yeah, we're Region 2A, and we're representing just all of Class A.
That's right.
So, man, y'all stay tuned to that, and we'll bring you 2 games next week. Both of them will be at home. Y'all look
Monday
out on
and Tuesday, right?
Monday and Tuesday, brother.
And they'll be off a few days at spring break because Douglas will give these kids a little time to be with their families and all. But
And, man, before we get out of here, Tim, we've got to give a shout-out to all the sponsors that make this possible at Creek Box. LUTZ, Brown, Piegler, and Manley, Homerville Jewelers, Lolita's, the Shack Cafe and Country Cabin, Mike's Golf Cart, Burt Accounting, Camping World, Popeyes and Dairy Queen, Lee Engineering, Valdosta Orthopedic, Feed and Seed. Tim, they're the ones that make it happen here, so you can watch some good, fine Region 2A sports, all of it.
That's
Football, basketball, and baseball, man.
Alan, we had a good one here tonight. It went 10 innings, but Clinch prevailed 6-5. Folks, we hope you enjoyed it. And we'll be back with you Saturday, shortly after lunch from Donaldsonville, Georgia. God bless. Have a good night.